Us. Hey, Rosie, how are you? Thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming here. How are you doing this morning? How's everything working for you, too? How's everything working for Rosie? Wait a minute. I'm glad you're doing good. I'm glad. I might have to come visit you one day, Rosie. Yep, I might have to. I'm gonna have to load stuff. Okay. Load. I'm trying to write this stuff down. I should have had it ready already. I'm always late doing something. Dealing with low self-esteem. Don't we all got a problem with that? So do I. Dealing with low self-esteem. Okay. Hold on a minute. Yeah. I'm glad you're doing good. I won't stream till next month. I know you told me that. Wow. So you're gonna wait till August now to stream, not September? Oh, okay, cool. That's cool. Well, that's around the corner now. Hey, sometimes it's good to take a break from YouTube because YouTube drains you. Because I know it's draining me a little bit right now, and I have not even. It just drains me. So I don't know. I need to. That's why I wasn't trying to do live streams every day. But once I get my watch hours under control, I'm gonna stop. Mommy, are you pregnant? Am I pregnant? No, Rosie. Uh-uh. No, 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 not me. Maybe you, not me, honey. No, not me, Rosie, not me. How's the weather going to be there today, Rosie? You going anywhere special today? It's going to be 90 here today. Hips don't you start that. Don't you start that. If you're going anywhere special today, Rosie, are you going to sit in the house? It's going to be hot there today. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Oh, you're not going anywhere. Me, I might go to a couple of stores and come back home and do house cleaning and stuff like that. Not too much. Not too much today. Not too much today. Mm-mm-mm. Where's everybody at this morning? They always late, 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 late. I might do something today. I'm not sure what I want to do yet. Probably go to the store, do house cleaning, go put something on the grill and barbecue something. I need to go get my hair done. That's what I really need to do. But, oh well, I'm not afraid. Hips don't lie. You silly stop. Who got hips? Me, Rosie? Rosie, do I got hips? Is that what you talking about? Girl, you gotta be careful over there. People be cracking me up. Yeah. Where is everybody at this morning? Let me look and see what's going on. Who's on? Oh, Gordy is on. Okay, that's a good thing. I'm scared to go outside. Why are you scared to go outside? What? Why are you scared to go outside, Rosie? What is going on with that girl? Don't be afraid to go outside. Oh, bullies. Do they bully you outside too? Or what? I hope not. You don't need to be getting bullied by nobody. You do not need to be getting bullied by nobody. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Hopefully things will get better for you. I'm hoping anyways. That things will get better for you. I don't know why people go around bullying. They keep calling me fat. You are not fat. Girl, that's what my subject today is about, low self-esteem. As soon as my people get in the building, you the only faithful one here right now. You're not fat. You're far from fat. When I see you in your life stream, you don't look fat to me. You're not fat. Don't believe that. I'm fat. You're not fat. You cool. You're nice size. I don't know where people think you're fat at, but you're not. You're not fat. Rosie, you're awesome. Everybody on live stream this morning, and you the only person in here. You're pregnant. Oh yeah, okay. Whatever you say. Whatever you say. Whatever you say. You're way secure. No, not me. Again, I don't want no more babies. I have 3 children already. I know, you're joking. I know. I have 3 babies already. I don't need no more children. I don't need no more children. No, no, no. Where is everybody at this morning? This mess. Good morning, Pedro. How are you, Pedro? Make sure you thumbs up the live for me if you can. I'm waiting on a couple more people to get in here so I can get started with my topic. It's a lot of people on live this morning. It is a lot of people on live stream. Hi, how are you? Make sure you thumbs up the live stream for your girl. Hi, Exploring. How are you? How's everybody doing this morning? Thanks for coming in. Make sure you guys thumbs up the live stream as you come in for me. I'm waiting on a couple more people to get in. I don't know where my people at this morning. Must be asleep. I'm always the only one woke here this morning. Yeah, we're going to talk about low self-esteem as soon as a couple more people get in here. So how's everybody day, morning going so far? Yeah, how's everybody morning going? Yeah. We're going to start as soon as a couple, give me 2 more people to come in here and then we're going to start. I don't want to start all over when I get started. But we're going to talk today about low self-esteem. There's so many people going through that, so I want to talk about this subject. But my people are so late this morning coming in here. They never on time. Not my little supporters. Yep, 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 yep. So what's the weather going to be over there, Rosie, where you at? It's going to be 90 here today. It's been 90 all week, matter of fact. What's the temperature there, Rosie? What is the temperature there, Rosie? Oh, you don't know. Rosie. Rosie, Rosie, Rosie. My little sweet friend, Rosie. People need to leave you alone and stop picking with you. That's not nice. That's not nice. God don't like that. I'm watching the news while I'm waiting on people to get in here like they're supposed to be. Daddy said to tell you hi all. Tell him I said hello. I'm going to start at 6:45. Whether people in here or not, we don't get started. I'm not going to be sitting up here all day waiting on somebody to get in here. They know what time I start. I don't start at 6:30 in the afternoon. I start at 6:30 in the morning. Hey, blessed programmer, how are you? Thanks for coming in. Make sure you thumbs up the live for me as you come in. We're going to get started in a minute on my topic, but I'm waiting on a couple more people to get in first. before I start talking. Then I got to start all over again. So, yeah. Well, yeah, today my topic is about low self-esteem. We all deal with low self-esteem. I deal with low self-esteem. Well, I used to deal with low self-esteem. I wasn't happy with my size. I wasn't happy with freckles on my face. So I started dealing with low self-esteem. I just wasn't happy with myself. When you get that type of way, that the way you are, you have to be happy with wherever God made you to be, fat, skinny, tall, purple, whatever color. You got to be happy with yourself, because if you're not happy with the way you are already, nobody else is. So you got to love yourself first, no matter what you're going through, no matter what you're dealing with. So that's why I brought this topic up today, because I'm the type of person that was facing low self-esteem, and I still do sometimes here and there, because I didn't like freckles on my face. I didn't like my size. I always had a complex in the size I was. I thought I was just too big. Sometimes I thought I was too small. Sometimes I thought it was just all over the place. So when you feeling that type of way, you got to look in the mirror and say, you know what, I am good enough. Don't ever think that you're not good enough for who you are, because you are great, you are wonderful, you are amazing, just the way you are. You don't need nobody to tell you that you're not. You don't look beautiful, because you know the way you are. You don't need nobody to tell you that you're not handsome, because you are. Sometimes you have to look in the mirror and just love the person that you are already. Don't worry about nobody else telling you who you are. Hey, good morning, lady. Godiva. Godiva. We just gonna call you lady. Can you thumbs up the line for your sister over here? So yeah, so I dealt with low self-esteem a lot. I didn't like my freckles. I didn't like nothing about myself. So I started, trying to change myself. But you know what? That's not me. Changing yourself is not you. If you're dealing with low self-esteem, look in the mirror every day and get some confidence in yourself to say, I am amazing, I am wonderful, I am beautiful, I am all that. You got to say that sometime, because nobody not going to tell you that you're amazing. Nobody not going to tell you that you're wonderful. Nobody not going to tell you that you're beautiful, you're handsome. You got to say that to yourself. God knows you're beautiful just the way you are. So don't change yourself up for people. I see a lot of women changing themselves because they don't think they're good enough for the next person. But let me tell you, as a Christian, you are good enough just the way you are. Don't go changing yourself for people, because people, hey Jenny, how are you? Make sure you thumbs up the live for your sister over here if you can. So don't worry about what people think about you. I always was worrying about what people think about me. Like I said, I didn't like my freckles. I had a complex with that. I had a complex as being the person that I am. So I wanted to change who I was. Don't go changing who you are for people. That's the worst thing to do, is change for people. If you want to change something about yourself, your weight, your size, do it because you want to do it. Don't do it because somebody don't like you the way you are. Love who you are. Love all the number are dropping. I was at 2000. Okay. Oh, don't worry about it. Just keep going. Keep going. So always love who you are. Love being who you are. Look in the mirror and say, I'm great just the way I'm. If you feel some type of way about yourself, go sit down and pray about it. Get a book, read it. Just do something about yourself. Just get away from that low self-esteem, because it can cause more problems like depression, heartache, all these things that's going on. So be careful when you're going through these type of things, because I went through them and I know how it is, because it can sit you in a mode that you feel like you're by yourself, that nobody loves you, so you want to change, that you don't think you're good enough for nobody. Bless programmer, I see you. That you're not good enough for somebody, but you are good enough. So don't ever say, you got to look at yourself and say, you know what, I am good enough. I am wonderful. I am amazing. So many people don't think they're good enough because what other people say. Oh, they think you're ugly, so you're gonna think you're ugly. They think you're fat, so you're gonna think you're fat. You got to get lift away from that type of stuff. I dealt with it for years, thinking that I wasn't good enough for people, but I know I'm good enough. I'm good enough now, but back in the day, I thought I just wasn't good enough. Everything was just everywhere in my life. I mean, sometimes when you get low self-esteem in your life, it becomes from your family, like things that you dealt with in your family. You start feeling some type of way when you get older. Maybe your family told you you're ugly, this and that. You start feeling these things. Thank you so much, HR, for coming in, love. How are you doing this morning? Oh, you're amazing. Yeah, so when you start feeling these type of ways, get out of that, because I'm trying to tell you, low self-esteem will kill you, because you always think you're not good enough. No matter what you do, you always think that you're just not good enough, no matter what it is. So I was the type of person like that. Hold on, let me give me some water. Hold on. Keep on networking. Yeah, so I was the type of person that dealt with it. I was just too fat, um, too big, too skinny. I dealt with that for a long time. But I must tell you, you got to look in the mirror and you got to love yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, nobody else going to love you the way you love you. I don't care what you do in life. You have to love yourself. I message you on Messenger. If I wake up today, I'll be back on. Okay. Okay, Rosie. Yeah, so don't worry about the little stuff that's going on in your life. Don't worry about who don't like you, how you look. You got to like yourself. You got to love yourself. If you don't love yourself, you're gonna have low self-esteem. You're gonna feel bad. You're not gonna think you're good enough for people. You don't have to worry about being good enough for people. As long as you're good enough for God, that's all that matters. We're not here for everybody. So worry about pleasing God. Be who you are, no matter what you look like, no matter if you're fat, if you're skinny, whatever color, whatever. Just love who you are. Like I said, I dealt with low self-esteem for years. I mean, years and years and years. I wanted to get an operation to remove these freckles off my face because I didn't like it. I didn't like my size. I didn't like nothing about me. But when I see other people, they was like, "Oh, you look amazing." But I didn't think I looked amazing. I thought I just looked horrible. I used to hide myself, wear stuff long so nobody wouldn't see me because I thought I was. I just didn't like who I was as a person. God don't want us to get that way that we don't love ourselves as a person. We got to love ourselves as a person. We got to love whatever God made us to be, however God made us to look. We got to love that. Freckles and all, you got to love it. You got to embrace who you are. Don't stop loving who you are because of people. People will put you in a position that you don't love yourself. But don't listen to people. We got to rise above that and get away from that low self-esteem just because a person say you look like this, a person look like that. There's a lot of people that are going to love you just the way you are. So don't change who you are. Like I said, back in the day, I always used to say, "Oh, I'm too fat. Oh man, I'm just ugly." I used to say these type of things. That's why I'm telling you, as a Christian, don't say those type of things because when you start saying those type of things, you start thinking that way. Don't think negative about who you are. You're amazing just the way you are. You don't need no notification from people here on earth to say that you're amazing. You should know that already, that you're great. You're wonderful. You're just everything. You're special. We may not be special to people here on earth, but we're special to God. So when you're going through changes that you don't think you're good enough for somebody, always look up to God and say, "You know what? I'm good enough for God." Look in that mirror sometimes and say, "You know what? I am good enough. I am a wonderful person. I'm not going to change nothing about me." Because let me tell you something. Somebody going to love you just the way you are. You don't have to put on a show for nobody. You don't have to change your look, your style, or whatever, nothing about you. Because somebody out there is going to love you the way you are. Just wait on them. Don't go try to find them. Let them find you. Because somebody out there for everybody. So don't go changing because that person don't like you the way you are. There's millions of people love you the way you are. So while you changing, trying to look this way and that way, you're still unhappy because you're going to still find something that's going to be wrong with you. "Oh, I did that. Now I need to do that." You don't need to do nothing with yourself, but just stay put and love who you are as a person. So I had to learn that on my own to love me just the way I am. I mean, because I used to have a complex. Let me tell you, I had a complex. Everything I did, I wanted to cover my arms up, cover my body up, because I said, "Ugh." I would look in the mirror, I say, "Oh, I am so yuck." But you know what? I love who I am now. And you know what? Nobody's not going to take my place, so I love who I am. I am Trisha, and I love Trisha. I love the freckles. I love everything about me. But sometimes I have to get to myself and meditate and understand that God loves me just the way I am. I don't have to prove a point to nobody here on YouTube or nobody out here in the world. You don't have to prove a point to people. You don't have to change yourself because of people. People want you to change yourself because they're going to talk about you. "Oh, you too big. Oh, you too skinny. Oh, you too this. You this color. You Don't worry about people. We are living in the world for God. Once you lose that complex about yourself that you're not good enough for nobody, you'll see how your life will change. I thought just wasn't good enough for nobody. I did everything. Even when I got married to my husband, I always needed reassurance from him. "Am I beautiful still? Do I look all right to you?" He was like, "You're fine." And I miss that man today because he lifted my spirits up when they were down. Get somebody going to lift you up. And if you don't find nobody to lift you up, lift your own self up. You don't always need somebody to lift you up. You already know that you're amazing. You already know that you're great. You already know that you're special. Just because people don't tell you that you're special, just because people tell you that you're fat, that you're ugly, you're this and that, God is never going to say that to you. Always look up to God for strength. when you need strength. Because we all go through changes that we don't think we're good enough. But guess what? We are good enough. We are great. We are wonderful people. We are wonderful people that God made us all differently. So no matter what you think about yourself, God loves you just the way you are. So when you feeling some type of way about yourself, that you're not great, you're not good, you're not amazing, look in the mirror and say to myself, you know what? I am amazing. I am enough. You are enough. You don't need nobody to tell you that you are enough. You are. I felt that way for years and years and years, but I had to move away from that. If I'm a child of God, I got to look above that and say, you know what? I'm going to do what God wants me to do. I am amazing, regardless of my flaws. No matter what I think about myself, I am going to be who I'm going to be. So we got to tell ourselves that, and we got to remember those things all the time. When you feel in some type of way, read the Bible. When you feel some type of way, get in this corner somewhere and meditate about your life. Listen to what God tells you. God don't want you to feel that you don't like yourself the way you are. God don't want you to go changing, getting plastic surgery, doing all this crazy stuff to your body because you're not loving who you are as a person. We got to love ourselves. There's only one of us. No matter how you feel about yourself, you got to still love who you are as a person. I deal with it every day on a daily. But I thank God that I don't have to worry about that type of stuff no more. You guys got to do the same thing. When you're going through situations that you don't have no control over, look to God about it. Say, God, I don't. And you know what? I'm feeling that I don't love myself. God wants you to love yourself. God made everybody different looking. If we all look the same, that'd be pretty boring, right? So He made us all to look different. So whoever you look like, whatever you look like, stay that way. If you think you need to lose weight, you do it for you. Don't do it for the person that you're with. Most people want you to change yourself. Don't do it. If you think you need something changed about yourself, do it because you want to do it. Don't do it because that person said, well, you need to change that about yourself. There's somebody out there for everybody. You have to always remember that. There's somebody going to love you just the way you are. Don't worry about the world. We're too busy worrying about what the world think about us. And that's not going to get us no more, but more depressed, more sad, more stressed out, more miserable, all these things up above. When you got to understand that God is in control of your life, not you. When you understand that things, you feel better about yourself. Because I used to feel the worst. Everything about me, I was like, oh my goodness, I'm not doing good. This is not working out right for me. But you know what? I learned to love who I am as a person. I learned to love myself as an individual because if I don't love myself, nobody else can love me. And I can't love nobody else if I don't love myself. So God wants us to love ourselves and love whatever, whatever way we look. Big, tall, skinny, purple, green, whatever. You got to love you. Don't go being miserable, getting yourself in a little corner and sad about situations that you don't have no control over. Sometimes we don't have control over what things goes on in our life. Only God has control over it. But I know one thing that you have control over, of loving yourself. You don't have to stay in a corner somewhere saying that I hate this about myself, I hate that about myself. You got to love everything about you. So what if a person's going to talk about the way you look? You still look beautiful. So what a person going to down you? You still amazing. So what a person going to say you crazy? You still special. People are going to say a lot of stuff about you, but you got to lift your own self up sometimes and say, you know what? I am wonderful. I am amazing. I am going to make it. Yeah, we got to do these things sometimes. Where's all my people at this morning? I'm talking to one person now. What is going on this morning? Yeah, so we're going to wait some more, couple more people get in here. This is only one person in here. I don't know who the one person is, but we're going to wait for a few minutes until couple more people get in here. If I got to start all over, I will. Yeah, so enjoy being who you are. Love yourself and stop putting yourself down. I see a lot of people putting themselves down. Don't put yourself down for people. That's what people want you to do. Put yourself down. Don't do that. Just keep on loving who you are. Ooh, gotta wait on more people to get in here. I don't know where they at today this morning. Ouch. Hey, good morning. I am Judith. How are you? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Well, you know my people to get in here, they slow this morning. Thanks for coming in. Maybe people sleeping in this morning. Who knows? How you doing this morning? Mm. Hey, Cena, how are you? How's it going, girl? Thanks for dropping in. I don't know where all my family at today. They must got lost today. How you doing this morning? How's Cena doing this morning? My topic is about low self-esteem. As soon as we get a couple more people in here, we're going to talk about it. Yeah. got back from grocery shopping. Oh, really? What time is it there, Cena? I'm still, it's still so, oh, it's going to be like 90 here today. 90 degrees. As soon as I get some people in here, we can talk about the topic. I mean, they keep coming and going, keep coming and going. I don't know where my people at this morning. Must be still sleeping. Who knows? Yeah, what time is it there, Cena? What time is it there? What time is it there? Mm. What time is it there? What time is it there? Mm. Oh boy. Where's everybody at this morning? Where is my family at this morning? Are you guys still sleeping? It's 1 p.m. Oh, okay. I'm glad you're still here, Judith. I'm waiting on some more people to come in so I can get started. Thank you for still being here, Judith. Everybody busy. Everybody sleep, probably. It's 1 p.m. there. It's 6, well, it's 7 o'clock in the morning here. 7:06 in the morning here. Watch that. Watch all my people start coming in around about probably about 8 o'clock. And I'm going to be getting off about 8 o'clock, 8:30, 9 o'clock. Oh, that's early. My day is halfway over. I see. Yeah, it's only 7 o'clock in the morning here. 7 o'clock. Yep, yep, yep. That's why I say good morning. Well, where you live at, Rena? I'm in, oh, Germany. I always want to visit Germany. I always want to visit there, but never had a chance to. Probably never go because I'm scared of airplanes. Where is everybody at this morning? Ooh. I need to be going to get my hair done. My hair is a mess this morning. A mess. A mess. Hi, Purity. How are you? Thanks for coming in. How's it going? How's it going this morning there? Waiting on a couple more people getting in here. I don't know where all my people at this morning. They must be sleeping or doing something real cool bad today. How you doing this morning? As soon as a couple more people in, we can talk about low self-esteem. I don't know how many people this morning. Hi, Brandon. How are you? How you doing? Make sure you thumbs up the live for me and stay for a few minutes if you can. What's wrong, Brandon? I'm doing okay. How are you doing? You are looking good as usual. Oh, thank you, Purity. I'm doing okay. Just waiting on my family to get in here. They always so low. Your room looks really cozy. Oh, thank you so much, Cena. Yeah, I'm all over the room. Sometimes I'd be over here, be on the other side of the couch. Sometimes I'd be in the other rooms. I'd be all over the place. I get so bored sitting in one spot. So that's what I'd be doing all over. And Brandon, what's going on? Matthew, police and trains told me to kill myself. Well, you know you don't want to kill yourself. Don't worry about that. You don't do that. You think above that. You're better than that, Brandon. Don't listen to what other people say about you. We're going to get started with my topic. My topic today is about low self-esteem. What I mean by what low self-esteem means that you don't love yourself, that you feel down about who you are as a person. You want to change who you are. You just feel like that the world is against you. I have blocked him on my YouTube. Good. Keep him blocked, Brandon. You're amazing. Sometimes you have to look in the mirror when you're going through low self-esteem, like something is bothering you, that you think that you're not good enough for the world. But you got to understand, you don't have to be great, Brandon. That's great. You don't have to be good enough for everybody. As long as you're good enough for God, don't go changing yourself for people. Don't feeling like nobody loves you, because if God loves you, can I get one more? Listen, we're not coming in here grabbing numbers, okay? I told you that before, Brandon. Don't do that. We are networking, not going around grab to grab, sub to sub. Don't do that, Brandon. You know better than that. You know that by coming to my live stream enough. You guys are a mess. You always get me off the topic. Every time I'm talking about a topic, I'm always off because of you guys coming here talking about grabbing. You know you don't come grabbing. You network with people. That's how we do it here. This is not a sub to sub channel. So yeah, so dealing with low self-esteem. That's okay, Brenda. I understand. Dealing with low self-esteem, you usually down yourself, who you are as a person. You don't love yourself as a person. You go around feeling bad about you. Your confidence go. You don't have confidence in yourself. I'm gonna tell you, as a Christian, whatever you're going through, and you feel like you don't love yourself, you got to love yourself. Put yourself first. I don't care if you're purple, green, orange, whatever color. Love who you are. Don't go changing yourself because of people don't like who you are. Don't go changing yourself because of you. I was the type of person growing up, I had low self-esteem because I didn't like the freckles that was on my face. So I wanted to change who I was as a person. But I'm telling you, whatever God made you to look like, that's who you are. Don't go changing who you are. As I got older, I didn't like my size. I was like, man, I want to change. I want to get one of those things, tummy tucks. I want to get all that stuff done to myself. But you know what? I got to please who I am. I got to love who I am. I got to encourage myself, saying that I am good enough. Sometimes I thought that I wasn't good enough. But you got to tell yourself that you are good enough. I am an amazing person. I don't have to change myself for people. So you got to feel that way about yourself. Don't go changing who you are because you don't like who you are. God made us all special. God made us all different. We're not going to look like the next person. We're not going to look like that person. But you know what? You got to love who you are as yourself as a anybody. Encourage your own self. People are not going to encourage you and say to you that you look wonderful, that you look amazing. You got to encourage your own self. So what this happened to you? So what that happened to you? So what you're big? So what you're skinny? God loves you just the way you are. Hey, good morning, Muffy. How are you doing, my love? Thanks for coming in, sis. Yeah, I don't know where all my people at this morning, Muffy. On Saturdays, it's always like this. God says we are fearfully and worship made. If God says it, believe Him. Absolutely, purity. Don't worry about what other people think about you. I was the type of person that had low self-esteem about myself. I didn't like freckles. And I wanted to try to get, when I got older, to try to get them removed. But that's not what God wanted me to do. God wanted me to keep whoever God made you to look like, that's who you look like yourself. I wanted to change my size. I didn't like being on a thicker size. I wanted to be skinny. I was like, man, I couldn't win for losing. But I had to look in the mirror one day and say, you know what? I got to love who I am as a person. I don't want to go around changing who I am, no matter what the world think about me. I got to love who I am. I got to encourage myself to know that, you know what, you are amazing just the way you are. Don't go around changing yourself for people. Mostly people want you to change yourself. So I always had low self-esteem growing up. Most of the time I had low self-esteem. The reason why I had low self-esteem is because of my family. You know how sometimes you get around a family member, they tell you, oh, you're never going to be nothing. Not my mother, just siblings, cousins, and I had that always stuck in my mind that, well, maybe I am fat. Hey, good morning, Poetic. How are you doing this morning, my love? So I kept saying to myself, maybe I'm not good enough. because I kept hearing it from my family. So when you people say those type of things, it makes you have low self-esteem about who you are. So I grew up having low self-esteem. I didn't believe in myself. I didn't believe I was pretty. I didn't believe nothing about myself. I thought I was always ugly. And because cousins used to tell me, "Oh, you got all those freckles on your face. You look a mess." Stuff. And you grow up feeling this way because of people tell you that. Like I said, low self-esteem could become from your family or friends or somebody told you that you're not good enough for the world. But I'm gonna tell you, as a Christian, you are good enough. I had to believe in myself. If I stopped believing in myself, I stopped believing who I am. I had to believe that God loves me for who I am, regardless of the freckles, regardless of the thickness. God loved that. So don't go around changing yourself for nobody. For men, mostly men want you to change yourself. They don't like the way you look. Mostly a woman don't like the way you look. They were jealous because you were different. Absolutely, Muffy. So I always had this problem growing up, Muffy, about freckles, even in school. Oh, you got all that stuff on your face, girl. What is that? And it gave me some type of I just my confidence just went down the drain. I stopped, and I wanted when I got older. I said I'm going to go try to get an operation so I can get these things removed. But you know what I said to myself? I sat down and talked to God. God said, "Don't you change a thing about yourself. If somebody's going to love you, they're going to love you just the way you are. Don't go." And I wanted to go get a tummy. I just wanted to get it all because I just wasn't happy with myself. That's why when I say I have low self-esteem, I had it for a very, very long time. I mean, a very, very long. I suffered with that for a long time. Just because I'm a motivational speaker doesn't mean that I don't have things that I can go through. And these was one of the things that I went through for a very, very long time. Low self-esteem. We all go through those type of things, but don't think it's the end of the world because you feel some type of way about yourself. But you got to lift yourself up when you're going through those situations and say, you know what, I am good enough. Mostly people don't think they're good enough because they look a certain type of way. So that's how I was. I thought I wasn't good enough. So when I married my husband, I said to myself, you know what, do you love me? Am I too fat or am I too skinny? I always ask him, do you like these on my face? And he was like, you look amazing. Don't you change a thing. But that made me feel good. Sometimes you need people to lift you up. But if people don't lift you up, you got to lift your own self up. Stop waiting on notification for people to lift you up. Don't worry about them. Nobody's not going to tell you you're looking beautiful. Nobody's not going to tell you you look amazing. Nobody's going to tell you you're a special looking person. They're not going to tell you that. People like to see you sweat. People like to see you cry. People like to see you emotionally. So don't go through those things with those people. Let them be. You just continue on loving who you are. Big, fat, skinny, tall, green, whatever color. Love who you are. Hey, Brandon. Yeah, you got to love who you are. Don't worry about the world. That's what's wrong with the world. We're worrying about what other people think about us, what other people feel about us. I used to be that type of person. I'm not going to be on here and think I'm special and I'm perfect. No, I used to be the type of person didn't like the freckles that was on my face. I couldn't stand it. Oh, I like freckles. I think they look, oh, thank you, Purity. I couldn't stand it, Purity. I thought everything about me was horrible. I thought I was too fat. And then when I started gaining weight, I thought I was too fat. Then when I started losing weight, I thought I was too skinny. I was like, wait a minute. And then I always was questioning my husband. I say, am I too fat? He was like, no, you're perfect. And then when I started losing weight, I said, am I too skinny? He said, no, you're perfect. So you know what? You can't win for losing. You just got to love who you are. If God made you that way, love it. Embrace it. Mostly people that feel is low self-esteem, they don't love themselves. They start feeling sad. They start feeling miserable. They feel like they don't feel like they don't have a purpose here because they don't like who they are. I always love freckles and red hair. Did you, all Muffy? Thank you. Yeah, but yeah, I changed my hair. My hair was black. I changed it. We used to be blonde. I changed it from blonde to black. Then I changed it from black back to burgundy. I be all over the place sometime with myself. But you know what? I learned one thing I did learn to do. I learned to love myself just the way it is. I didn't change the freckles on my face. I got even more freckles now. I mean, back then it wasn't like this. Now they on both of my cheeks. At first, it was just a little bit. You can see it, but now, boy, oh boy, you see me in person, you be like, wow. But they're just on my cheeks. They're not all over my face. Thank God for that. But if they was, I still have to love who I am as a person. I have a friend who has red freckles, looks lost. Wow, that's pretty. That's pretty. Yeah, at first I just had a little bit. They was just a little dab. Now they all on both of my cheeks. They look like, I don't know, they're just on my cheek. They're nowhere else. They're not down here. They're just right here. Both cheeks. Let me see something. Hold on. Hold on. Let me get back to your message. I'm all over here. Yeah, so I had to embrace who I am as a person. I had to love myself because if I don't love myself, I can't love nobody else. And that's just the way it is. You got to love who you are as a person, big, tall, skinny, whatever. Poetic said people with low self-esteem like to make other people feel bad when they're happy. There's women on here like that. Poetic, there are people like that. But you know what, Poetic, I used to have low self-esteem, but I don't have that anymore. I get away from that. But I don't want make people make feel bad. I just want people to know my situation, my story. This is what I don't want you to do. Have low self-esteem about yourself because you're amazing, just the way you are. And I had to learn that on my own, that I am amazing. I didn't have to hear from other people. Don't wait for notification for other people to tell you that you look great. You know, some people just wait on other people to say that. She jumps from chat to chat and panel to panel and disrupts the rap. Oh, yeah. I think I know who you're talking about, Poetic, but we're going to leave that alone right now. But I really think I know who you're talking about. Well, I think I know who you're talking about, but we're going to leave it alone. But yeah, I had, I just didn't love myself. I was just all over the place. But you know, I can say, as a Christian, being a Christian for 4 years, I love who I am. I'm not going to change a thing about me. And don't you change a thing about you. You got to love who you are. That's the only way you're going to grow if you love who you are. You can't love nobody else if you're going around still hating on yourself. Mostly people tear themselves down. Oh, I'm ugly, I'm stupid, I'm fat, I'm this and that, I'm gross. Don't say that about yourself. Don't beat yourself up about that because God looking at you beating yourself up. Don't do that. I think people with low self-esteem should take themselves to work on themselves instead of being just. Absolutely, I agree. I agree, but people don't do that. They come in here and say all that type of stuff about themselves. But it's okay. I'm here to help you out when you're going through problems like that. Because I faced it. I face it, but like I said, that's why I put this topic up today because people face it every day and they don't think nobody, they don't have nobody to talk to. They don't think they can get through it. But me as a Christian, you can come to my live stream all the time. We can talk about low self-esteem all day long if you want to because I face it. I dealt with it. If you can deal with it and overcome it, anybody can. If I can overcome it, you can overcome it. It's not a sickness. It's something that you think that you just don't feel good about yourself. Yeah, when you attack people, they will make you feel worse than you are. Yes, Poetic. Girl, yes. They do. They do. So the best thing for me to do, I just end up loving who I am, loving myself, big, tall, fat, purple, green, whatever. I still love who I am. So when you feel facing low self-esteem, just look in the mirror and say, you know what? I am a wonderful person. I'm not going to listen to what nobody say about me. I don't care who don't like me the way I am. I love who I am. You got to encourage yourself sometimes. Mostly people don't take time out to encourage themselves. You got to encourage yourself. Already, you already do feel worse than you are. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so just love who you are. Embrace yourself. I deal with low self-esteem every day at work. Kids telling me they don't like themselves. People calling them fat, and you get low self-esteem because of other people saying stuff to you. People picking with you, and they do that all the time. But don't let that get you down. Just continue on being the great person that you are and love who you are and don't stop loving who you are. No matter who you are, just love who you are. I don't know where all my people are today, but I guess they coming around hopefully soon. But yeah. So I love myself. Like I said, I never always did. And I'm not gonna get on here and act like I'm Miss Perfect because I'm not. I had issues about um, low self-esteem because but mine came from family you putting you down. Oh, you to this, you to that, and you know, and that type of stuff stick in your head when you're growing up as a child. That's why it's not good to tell kids stuff like, oh, you stupid, you all that. That stuff gives them low self-esteem when they get older. They worry about, and then you wonder why your child is going through so many mental problems and of suicide stuff because they got low self-esteem because you brought it on. You told them they don't look good. You told them they were too fat. You told them they were too skinny. You told them they wasn't gonna amount to nothing. So they end up dealing with this stuff when they're little and growing up feeling the same way. So let me tell you something as a person. Don't don't listen to that type of stuff. You are amazing. Don't listen to what people say. Don't listen to what your family say. Mostly family are jealous of you. Mostly friends are jealous of you. Mostly people are jealous of you. They don't want you to look nice. They want you to feel down about yourself. They want you to be in this type of mode that you don't think you can get help. Let me tell you something. You are amazing just the way you are. If you think you fat, change yourself. That's because if you want to, not because the world said you fat. Do it because you want to do it. Don't listen to what they say. Now, I think I'm a little thick here, but I don't listen because of people say, oh, she too thick. I want to change myself because of me. A long time ago, I was listening to what other people say. Oh, you too skinny. They used to tell me I'm too skinny, so I gained weight. I couldn't win for losing because I'm listening to what other people say. Don't listen to what the world say about you, because people have you all mixed up, mixed all up, and you don't know what you're coming and going. Ain't nobody gonna get me that way. I'm gonna love who I am. You either gonna take it or leave it. I love it, so you're gonna have to love it. If not, move on to the next person. There's somebody gonna love you just the way you are. You don't have to change for people because people want you to change. Um, yeah, always speak positive to your kids. Yeah, you got to speak positive, purity, because if you don't speak positive to your kids going to grow up with some type of complex. What I mean by that, they're going to end up thinking that they need to change themselves because of the world, because you put it in their head that they were stupid, they were fat, they were ugly. So they don't think they need to change. Don't change yourself for the world, because you're not going to be happy because you change for the world, because somebody's going to still say you too fat still. So what you going to do? You're going to change again. Then when you get little again, somebody's going to say you're too skinny. So you can't win and losing in this world. So you got to worry about who you are, love who you are anyway. Don't worry about the world. Muffy said, when I'm feeling down, it makes me better to uplift others. Right, we got to uplift others all the time, Muffy, because that's what God wants us to do. Uplift each other. Don't worry about if that person look a little different. Still uplift them. Tell them there's somebody out there, even for the person that look different, the person that's handicapped. There's somebody that's gonna love them. They don't have to change who they are. God made them that way. So that's the way they are. God made me this way. So this is the way I am. I used to try to change myself. For what? Who is that pleasing? Is that pleasing God? Absolutely not. Was it pleasing me? No. I was doing that because other people. Don't do that. Yeah, me too. I like to. When I was down, I was uplifting people, which kept me in a good space. That's great. I'm poetic. Sometimes I do that all the time. I do that on a daily because that's what I do at my job. I uplift each other. I make people feel good when they feel like they want to kill themselves. I don't want to talk. I don't want to be around people that's sad and miserable all the time. I want to lift you up. If you need a hug, I am there to lift you up. If you're going through situations you don't think you can change, come to my live stream. I'll lift you up. I'm gonna let you know that you know what, there is a tomorrow. There is a God that's gonna love you just the way you are. You don't need notification from people on your earth. All you need notification is from God. If God telling you you're looking great, you look great. You don't have to ask the world because the world ain't gonna give you the answer you need to hear. The world gonna tell you you're fat. The world gonna tell you you're ugly. The world gonna tell you all types of stuff. Because this is a mean, evil world we're living in. That's how you know we're living in our last day. Because people are not uplifting each other. People are not loving each other no more. It's bad, but it's true. You know, when I was going through mindset struggles, I supported channels and got on channels and had great conversation. No one knew unless I told them. Right, right, poetic. Nobody know that I suffer with low self-esteem. If people, when I tell people that, they're like, no way, you're beautiful. You just don't know. People don't know what you suffer with. You don't know my story. So I can come on here smiling with you every day, like my self-esteem is up here. My self-esteem wasn't always up here. It was down here. It was down. I had to get to myself, get in a space in my house, and get and meditate with God about who I was, about my low self-esteem, because I didn't like who I was as a person. Just because I'm a motivational speaker, I have problems too, just like you. I'm human. We go through changes, but when we go through those changes, we got to go to the man up above and pray about it. Don't try to pray with people here on earth because they're not going to tell you nothing you need to know. They're going to tell you, yeah, you probably do need to lose some weight. Oh, yeah, 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 you are too skinny. They're going to tell you these things going to bring you down, down even more. They're not going to lift you up. People don't lift you up anymore. They like to see you down, bring you down. They like to see you crying. They like to see you miserable. They like to see you stressed out. People are not for you. Get somebody gonna really lift you up. And the person that's gonna really lift you up, that's gonna be God. Not these people here on earth. They're not gonna lift you up. They're gonna tear you down even more. You're already feeling bad already. They're gonna tear you down even more. Hey Brandon. Yeah. I tell those people comfort when they needed a friend. I actually helped me as well. Oh, that's nice. Poetic, you are amazing. You are an amazing person. That's how I am, poetic. I help people, but people don't give me no help in return, but it's okay. I'm here to help you guys. God helps me to say what I need to say, to do what I need to do. Like I said, I was in that some type of depression mode. I was always like isolating myself. I felt like I was, I just wasn't good enough for people. I am here before I go live. Okay, thank you, Brandon. I thought I wasn't good enough for people. I just thought that maybe the world didn't like me, but I was living for the world other than living for God. Don't live for the world. Because people, bye bye, Brandon, people will leave you high and dry. They always do. So if you're living for people here on earth, people are gonna say you're too fat. People are gonna say you're too skinny. They're gonna say you're just not enough. So I thought I wasn't enough because everything I did, it seemed like it wasn't enough. I lose weight, that wasn't enough. I thought I was too skinny. I gained weight, I thought I was too fat. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna love who I am. You're either gonna like me or you're not gonna like me. But like I said, I'm not looking for people to like me. I'm not looking for people to love me. As long as God loves me, that's all I need. We don't need the world to love us. We don't need nobody to tell us that we're not beautiful, that we're not amazing. That's my favorite word on here, amazing, because each and every one of you guys are amazing. Sometimes people need to be uplifted other than be brought down. I'm here, listen, thank you so much, sweetheart. Sometimes people need to be brought, lifted up other than tore down all the time. People tear people down all the time for no reason because they think they're jealous of you. Mostly people tear you down because they're jealous of you. They don't like what you do. They don't like the way you look, but they really love the way you look, but they don't want to tell you they love the way you look. So they simply tearing you down still. Okay. Because I was so pleasant, my YouTube sister, honey, God sent me some money through PayPal to help me get it done. Oh, boy, that's amazing. See, you know what? You never know where your blessings is coming from when you're humble, when you're loving one another. That's what type of person I am. I'm a very humble person. I'm a very kind person. If you see me in person, I am a very kind person, very soft-spoken person. I'm not out here trying to get this, get that. I'm just I love who I am as a person. And I try to help people out if I can. If I have, like I said, I always say, if I have something and you don't have, and I have it, I'm going to give it to you. Like I said, if I got a shirt on and you need a shirt, I'm going to give you that shirt. That's the type of person I am. I want my heart lined up like God. And I thank God that it is lined up like God. People are going to bash me. Yes, they are. People are going to bash you. Yes, they are. But you got to keep on going on and still at this job until the day a year later. Oh, wow. God is good, and he's good all the time, Poetic. You are amazing, Trish. Thank you so much, Purity. So always be good to yourself. Don't worry about what the world say. The world going to talk about me. The world going to talk about you. The world talk about me because I love God. I love God. I don't worry about what people say about me, how people feel about me. If I keep worrying about what people say about me and feel about me, I'll go back to that low self-esteem moment again. I feel bad about myself. I feel that I'm not good enough no more. I don't want to feel like, hey, good morning. How are you, Cassie? Thanks for coming in, my love. How are you doing this morning? Yeah. So don't worry about the world. I worried about it so much, it drove me crazy. Sometimes when you worry about what the world think about you, it drives you sick. You be sick in the stomach. That's how I was. I was so sick because I didn't think I was good enough for nobody. I thought I was just horrible looking. I thought I was too skinny. So I started gaining weight. I thought I was too fat, so I started losing weight. I was like, you know what? I'm going to please who I am. And then I used to have to get reinsurance from my husband, but he's dead now. But before he died, and when he was living, I always asked him, do I look pretty? Am I okay? Do I need to gain some weight? And he's like, you look, I come to your channel to be with your, be like individual, to be like, wait a minute. I come to your channel to be with like individuals. I don't get what you're saying, Muffy. Can you repeat? I come to your channel to be with like individuals. Yeah, so don't worry about the world. If you need your spirits lifted up, come here. I will lift your spirits up. You are not alone when it comes to depression. You are not alone when it comes to like-minded. Oh, yeah, I got you. Okay. Yeah. I was like, what is she saying over here? Okay. Hold on. Let me take this out. Yeah, so you are not alone facing these things because I face them. Just because I'm sitting up here talking to you, I used to face low self-esteem all the time. I just thought I wasn't good enough for the world. I kept crying about this, crying about that. I always thought that this was wrong with me. I always thought that was wrong with me. But you know what? Sometimes you have to sit back and analyze your life and say, you know what? I am good enough. I don't need the world to tell me that I'm good enough. I already know I'm good enough. Stop waiting on the world to give you notification about how you are, what you look like, what you sound like, what you talk like, what your hair look like. Stop changing that for the world. Change because you want to, because you think you want to look this way. Don't look like that because that person said you're ugly. Don't change that because they say you're fat. Don't change that because they say you're skinny. You're just amazing just the way you are. Sometimes we got to get a big old mirror and put in front of us and say, hey, I'm amazing, I'm wonderful, I'm beautiful, just the way I am. Sometimes you got to reassure your own self. You got to encourage your own self. Stop letting that other people tell you what you need to do about who you are. If you're kind, gentle, and sweet, stay that way. Don't say you're too sweet. People tell me all the time, you too kind. What is too kind? It's good to be kind. Oh, don't be so nice to them. Be mean sometimes. No, I don't. I'm not mean. I don't have a mean bone in my body. I used to. I'm not gonna get on here and say I'm this perfect, Trisha. Far from it. I used to be very mean. Not no more. I trust in God, and I know God is my strength and my salvation and everything. So hey, He loved me the way I am. I'm not gonna go be mean and boastful to people. Where's that gonna get me? Nowhere. You're gonna leave me just standing there looking crazy. So if you're nice, stay nice. If you're kind, stay kind. Don't let people tell you that you're too nice. What is too nice? You're supposed to be too nice. You're supposed to be nice. But you don't want people to run over you now. You're not going to let people run over you because you're nice. Just because I'm a Christian doesn't mean I'm going to let people run over me. People get that twisted too. Oh, she's a Christian, so people are going to run. Not this Christian. Maybe another Christian, but not this diva. I'm not going to let that happen to me. But I love people. I'm very humble, very kind. I've always been that type of person. You got to understand, as a Christian, people are going to test you every day. People are going to say you're this. Some people are going to say you're that. But you know what? As a Christian, you got to stand up and say, you know what? I know who I am. I don't need no confirmation from you. If you don't like me from being the way I am, the freckles and all, oh well, go to the next person. Somebody will like it. So don't worry about people. I used to worry about people. That's why I'm telling you this stuff. Don't worry about people. Love who you are. Encourage yourself. Say that I am a wonderful person. I am an amazing person. And I'm okay just the way I am. I am enough for God. You got to say to yourself, I am enough for God. You are. You don't need people to tell you that you're not enough. They're going to tell you that you're not enough. Yeah, they're going to tell you that you're not enough, but you are enough. You are amazing. Why do we need notification from people here on earth? They're not going to tell you you're enough anyway. They're going to tell you, oh, you look bad, you look ugly, you skinny, you fat, your hair ugly, you got too this, you got too much of this on, your outfit ugly. They're going to tell you all types of stuff that you don't want to hear. And guess what? There go your self-esteem again, down the drain because you're listening to them. Stop listening to other people. Listen to what God say. If God say you're wonderful just the way you are, guess what? You're wonderful just the way you are. We don't need notification from people here on earth. When you get notification from people here on earth, they're going to leave you high and dry. They're going to talk about you. They're going to tell you that you're crazy, you're stupid, everything. You see all the stuff that people say to people. I don't look for no value. Don't do it. Never, Muffy. Know that God loves you just the way you are, Muffy. We don't need to hear from what other people say because people are going to talk about us. I'm quite sure people say crazy things about me, but you know what? I don't care. I'm a child of God, so I don't care what people say about me. I'm doing what God wants me to do. I don't care if I have one person in here talking to. As long as I can get something to that person, let them know that they are amazing, they are great, wonderful, just the way they are, that's all that matters. I don't need a whole crowd to talk to. I have talked to one person before. When I first started my YouTube channel, well, when I started going live, it was only one person in my live stream. I forgot who it was, but it was only one person. I started off with one person. That's it. And I talked and I talked and I talked. I'm still going to talk. That's what people want you to do. Stop talking because you only got one person in. No, Oh, no. People want you to stop your YouTube channel. People want to make you feel bad about who you are. They don't want me to come on here and talk to you. But God said, hey, talk to those people. I don't care if I send you one person. You go talk to that person about their low self-esteem. You don't know who needs to hear this morning. You don't know who's going through this type of stuff this morning. You don't know whose life you can change. But by me sitting down worrying about how many people I get in my live stream, it's not going to help that one person that needs my help right now. Sometimes people need your help right now. They don't want to wait till you get a bunch of people here. They want you to talk right now. Tell me what I need to know about low self-esteem. Tell me what I need to do about loving myself. Most of the people don't love themselves because, like I said, it's because of family, because of your household. In a household, you was in a household that was dysfunctional. What I mean by dysfunctional, everybody was doing everything to everybody. Everybody was talking crazy to everybody. Everybody was putting you down. So your household was dysfunctional. You didn't have that that person that you can call on, that person that you can hold you tight, and that person that can comfort you, because so much craziness was going on in your household. It caused you to have low self-esteem. People were talking about you. They were saying you were crazy, you were stupid, you were fat, you were ugly. So you had all this stuff going up. So that's all you knew, because that's what you got from when you was growing up. So it started remaining in your life when you got older. You start thinking this way. You're like, oh my goodness, I'm never going to get nowhere. You were just confused with your life. Um, no, can't look for validation from others. We are not everyone's cup of tea. Absolutely. No matter how sweet you are. No matter how sweet you are. Absolutely, poetic. I don't care how sweet you are. You're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. No matter how nice I am. People don't like listening to God. So they run away from my channel. But that's okay. I got to still love those people even though they run away. I got to love the people that God got me with anyway, and still love the ones that don't love the channel. I still got to love them. There's a lot of people that's not don't love God, but it's okay. That don't mean I'm gonna stop doing what I do. This is what my channel is all about. It's about motivating people, uplifting each other, and making people feel good about themselves when they're falling apart. Sometimes I need to be motivated, letting me know, hey, you know what, you're doing an amazing job. Don't worry about what people say. Don't worry about people don't love God. You just continue on loving Him. And I do. I still do my thing as the best of my ability. I don't worry about trying to please everybody. I'm not going to be able to please everybody, but it's okay. I'm not going to be everybody's cup of tea, but it's okay. That's not going to make me mad because I'm not everybody's cup. You're not going to be everybody's cup of tea, but you got to say it's okay. People are not going to like God. It's okay. I love Him. I'm not here to judge you because you don't love God. I love Him. I'm crazy about Him. He is why I'm here today. I am living because of Him. I'm on my live stream because of Him. So I can't worry about what other people think about God or me. I got to continue on spreading His word, what He wants me to do. God is already going to enlarge my territory, but I got to wait on Him. I got to wait patiently on Him. I can't worry about who don't like me, who called me this, who called me that. You guys can't worry about who called you that, who called you this. You just got to love who you are as an individual. That's what God made us. God made us all special. God said you are special. So don't worry about what other people think about you, how other people feel about you, how other people partake you. You are amazing. That's what God wanted me to tell you guys. You are amazing. Don't worry about the world. So many people worrying about the world. Oh, I'm too fat. She said I'm too fat. Oh, well, get over it. Maybe you are fat, but guess what? You better love it. Oh, she called me ugly. Oh, well, get over it. You who God made you to be. Stop trying to change for the world. And you get your self-esteem so low. You're crying all the time. You don't know. You're so mixed up in life. You don't know if you're coming or going. You're like, wow, I don't even believe it. Some people don't even believe in themselves no more because their self-esteem be this little. Stop letting people take over your life. That is your life. This is my life. I used to let people tell me, dictate what I need to do about my life. Oh, you too fat. Well, you need to lose weight. Oh, you too skinny. You need to gain weight. Oh, yeah, maybe you do. Hey, good morning, Frank. Oh, maybe you do need to take those freckles off your face. Yeah, yeah, maybe go get some surgery. I was listening to all this craziness as I was younger growing up, and it stayed in my mind. So I started having I was started facing low self-esteem. Wasn't happy with myself. Was this way, was that way. Cry sometimes. I dealt with it all, but you know what? I learned to overcome it. I learned to love me because, like I said, nobody is not gonna love me like I love myself. They're not. People are gonna always have something to say about who you are. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you love God, if you don't love God. People are always gonna say something about you. It's always somebody hiding in the background saying, you know what? She thinks she all that. I don't think I'm always all that. I never thought I was all that. Just Trisha. That's it. That's all I am. I don't try to think I'm this person, that person. I love who I am as a person. And a person's going to have to accept me who I am. And if you can't accept me who I am, oh, well, I accept me. I think I'm enough. I don't have to worry about if the world don't think I'm enough. You shouldn't have to worry about if the world don't think you're enough. You are enough. If God say you're enough, that's the only notification you need. So many people worry about what they say, what their word. Well, I got to wait and see what she think about my dress. Girl, bye. Love your dress anyway. Boy, bye. I gotta worry about what he think about my haircut. Grow up. Stop worrying about what other people think about what you looking like. I used to be that person. That's why I brought this topic up today. I had very, very low self-esteem. Sometimes I fall back on that way. Sometimes when I think I something, I look at myself in the mirror, I'm like, oh, I don't like this. You better love yourself, girl. You better love yourself, boy. I don't care what people say about you. You gotta look in that mirror every day. If I have to put a big mirror on this live stream for you and let you look in and say, I am wonderful, I'm beautiful, I'm amazing, I will. Get your confidence back. Stop losing it for people. Stop losing yourself because of people. People are going to call you fat. People are going to call you skinny. People are going to call you purple. People are going to call you green. People are going to call you crazy. But guess what? Take it and keep walking with it. Don't go just being sad because people say stuff about you. People talked about the Lord Jesus. Guess what? They're going to talk about you too. You ain't perfect. They're going to talk about you. We ain't perfect. So if they talked about God, they're going to talk about us too because we right down here on earth. So don't worry about people. You got to continue on doing what God wants you to do. You got to be that amazing person. You got to be that wonderful person. And you got to love yourself first. If you don't love yourself, you can't love nobody else. Don't worry about what the world say about you. I did it all the time. That's why I'm telling you, don't worry about them. I always was worried about how I looked to people. Maybe I'm not good enough. Don't say that. God don't want to hear you say that you're not good enough. You are good enough. You are enough. So when you feel that type of way that you're not enough, remember what I told you today on my live stream, that you are good enough, that God loves you just for who you are. You don't have to worry about the notification from other people because they're going to give you bad notification. Thumbs down, all you stupid, all you fat, you this. Stop listening to that because your low self-esteem is going lower and lower and lower because you listen to that next person that want you to laugh. I mean, they want you to cry and they want you to fail. Mostly people don't want you to go where you need to go up here. They want you to stay down there. That's why they talk about you. That's why they say that you're never going to mount up to nothing. But I'm going to tell you as a Christian, you are going to mount up to something. If you're living, you are somebody. If you're achieving, you are somebody. If you're breathing, you are somebody. And guess what? When you're doing all these things, you are enough. People are not going to tell you you're enough, but you are. Low self-esteem and leads you thinking that you don't love yourself anymore. You look in the mirror, you don't even want to look at yourself in the mirror no more because you think you're too fat. You don't think nobody gonna love you. There's somebody out there for everybody. Purple, green, orange, whatever color you are, there are somebody out there for you. Don't forget that. Somebody is out there for everybody that you come in contact with. So don't say, hey, well, maybe I'm never going to get nobody. Don't never say never. I see a lot of people say, well, maybe I'm never going to get nobody. Don't say that because when you start thinking that, it start happening. Don't ever think nothing like that. Don't think negative about who you are. Lift yourself up. If you got to lift yourself up, do it. I do it all the time. Maybe things don't go the way I want to, but you know what? I'm not going to talk down about myself. So many people tear their own self up. Oh, I'm so this and that. Stop beating yourself up about who you are. You're amazing. You are. People don't tell you that all the time. People are not going to tell you that all the time. They're going to always tell you that you're terrible, you're horrible. Why are you here? I used to hear this back with my family. And I used to think to myself, well, why am I here? What is my purpose here? And I had to talk to God about it. My purpose is here. He got me here. He had me here for a reason. God said, if you're living, that's your purpose. You have a purpose here. God is not finished with you yet. If you're breathing, God is not finished with you yet. If He woke you up, you have a purpose. And our purpose is to do what God wants us to do. My purpose is to get on here every morning and tell you how good God has been to me and how good God is to you because He woke you up this morning. He started you on your way. He didn't leave you sleep. He didn't knock on your door and say, hey, you know what? It's time to go home. He said, you know what? It's time to stay here and get your purpose going on. Girl, you got a purpose here. Get to moving. It ain't time for you to go home yet. So if He kept you here, you better continue on loving who He is. Hey, Jonah, how are you? Make sure you thumbs up the live for me if you can. So don't worry about what other people say about you. People are going to talk about you to the end of time. And when you're dead, guess what? They're still talking about you. They're not going to stop talking about you. They can continue on doing it. So always remember to love yourself first. Love one another. Love God. Love the person who got you here. Don't worry if the world don't like you. It's okay. The world don't like me either, but it's okay. I'm still doing what I got to do. I'm still loving one another. I'm still faithful. I'm still honest. I'm still kind. I'm still humble. I don't let the world tear me down to make me feel mean and tear myself up. I did that a long time ago, tearing myself up. I don't do that no more. So I'm telling you, as a Christian, don't tear yourself up because of other people. People want to see you cry. People want to see you miserable. People want to see you feel bad about yourself. And when they see you doing that, they're laughing at you. They're not laughing with you. Get somebody gonna laugh with you. What I mean by laughing with you, when you're crying, that you're crying, that y'all crying together. When you're laughing, they're laughing with you. They're smiling, hugging, and holding you, and let you know, hey, everything is going to be all right. This is not the end of the world because people talk about you. People make you feel bad about yourself. People want you to tear yourself up. Don't tear yourself up for people. Look in the mirror and say, I am an amazing person. God loves me for who I am, and I'm not going to tear myself up no more. I don't care what's going on. Maybe you don't like the way you look. It's okay. Maybe you think you're too big. It's okay. Maybe you think you're too skinny. It's okay. Don't tear yourself up about it because somebody out there that's going to love that. I used to tear myself up all the time. That's what I'm telling you guys. Don't tear yourself up about it. I used to beat myself up saying, wow, why do I look like this? Why is this happening? Why? Why? Don't question God. Don't ever question him. God made you that way for a reason. God made me this way for a reason. I don't care how I go about changing myself. If I'm not happy with the person I was, I'm not going to be happy with the person I became. So if you go changing yourself, because you didn't like the way you was the first time, you're not going to like yourself when you change either, because it's going to still be something you want to change about yourself still. So rather not doing all that, just love who you are as a person. Get up in the morning and say, I'm wonderful, I'm amazing, I'm beautiful. I tell you guys that all the time because I want you to keep your self-esteem up. Don't let it go down. Tell yourself that you look great. Tell yourself that you're beautiful. Tell yourself you are handsome. And you are. You don't need that from people here. People are going to leave you high and dry. They do it all the time. They do that to me. But do you think I'm going to go down because of them? People are going to tell you you're not doing a great job. Do you think my self-esteem going to go any lower because of them? No. I have confidence in myself. I don't have confidence in myself for years now. But when I was growing up, I had low self-esteem. Everything was everywhere. People would say this. I'm glad, thank you for still being here, Purity. You're amazing. Yeah. So don't worry about the world. We're living for God. Once we know that we're living for God, we wouldn't worry about what the world feel about us, because the world don't love us. The world don't love us. God loves us, though. That's why you see so much stuff going on. You see that we're living in our last days. People bashing each other. People killing their mothers. Mothers killing their kids. And babies are... it's just so much stuff going on. It breaks my heart to seeing all this stuff. People are being so mean to people. People are committing suicide because people being so mean. And you're going to tell me we're not living on our last day, and you better not, you want to go around hating with them? You better love one another while you can, while you're still living, because when you're dead, you can't love them. It's too late. So God wants us to love each other now while we're still living, while we're still breathing. So while you're still breathing and you're still living, love one another. Yes, sometimes we get in a mode that we don't think we're good enough for each other, but we got to say to ourselves, we are enough. You are enough. You don't need no notification from people to say that you're enough. You are. Don't worry about the world. So many people worry about the world. I used to be that way, so I'm going to just tell you, as an individual, don't be that way. Just keep on smiling every day, even though you don't want to smile. Many days, I don't want to get up and smile, but guess what? I still smile. Many of the days, I say, you know what, I don't know if I'm going to make it today, but I still get up and do it. Many of the days, I say to myself, wow, life is so tough. Life is tough. But you know what? You can tough time doesn't last always. We got to understand that. We have tough times sometimes, but they don't last all the time. But the only way tough times don't last all the time, you got to trust and believe in God. Know that He's your strength. He's your healer. He's your everything. He's your mother, father, sister, and brother. Whatever you lacking in, God is that. He will be that. So just because life gets tough sometimes, don't think it's the end of the world. Life gets tough for me all the time. I'm not going to get on here and say life don't get tough for me. It gets tough for me all the time. Sometimes I say to myself, oh, wow. I just shake my head to myself and just, sometimes you have to breathe. When you're going through situations that you have no control over, sometimes it's good just to breathe through it. Just to smile through the pain, smile through the hurt. Sometimes we got to smile through the hurt and pain. Because we're going to go through these type of things that we don't feel good about ourselves. We don't think we're enough. But when we know that we are enough, we are enough. We're enough for God. We're enough for ourselves. Stop trying to please the next person. Stop trying to please a man. So I see a lot of women change themselves because of a man. Don't do that. If that man don't like the way you are, get away from him. I see a lot of men change themselves for women. Don't change yourself. Somebody out there for you, they're gonna love you just for who you are. You don't need to put on a show or put on another act for somebody. Just be who you are. If a person think you too fat, it's okay. Somebody gonna love that fatness. If some person think you too skinny, it's okay. Somebody gonna love that skinny person. Don't worry about the world. We're not living for the world. We're living for God. When we know that we're living for God, we wouldn't worry about the world. Yeah. So be good to yourself. Smile every day, even though you don't want to. Lift your own self up if you have to. Don't worry about lifting the world up. The world ain't gonna lift you up. So if you think about lifting the world up, you'll never get it done. It'll never happen. The world gonna leave you high and dry. I know that by experience. So much trying to please the world all the time. Oh, I'm not trying to please this person to make myself look better. I am who I am. Freckle face and all. You're gonna have to accept me, take me or leave me. If you don't want to take me, oh well, there's somebody will. You got to understand there's somebody out there. That God got somebody out there for everybody that goes along, no matter what's going on. Can I ask for prayers for my husband? Because he has been having all some medical issues that the doctor can't seem to figure out what's going on to get dizzy. Randomly he gets pain down. Oh my goodness. That sounds like a heart attack or stroke. Cassie, well, let's pray for Cassie's husband that he'll get better, that whatever's bothering him in his body, that God remove that pain and that sorrow for him, because I know how it is to go through pain. I'm praying for your husband that whatever's going on, the doctor can't see it, that God will remove it and give him give his arm a rest from all that pain and all that sorrow that he's feeling. Jesus' holy name, praise for this guy that he'll get better and things will work out for him, that he'll be able to move his arm and be able to breathe better, whatever he's going through, his chest to stop hurting, whatever he's going through in his life. God, just remove it and give him the strength to go on, because I know things can be hard sometimes. Has been so exhausted when he gets busy. Episode, wow, broke out into a rash last night. He just sleeps, so I'm just taking him back to emergency room today. He broke out in a rash. Hey, good morning, is avoid. Make sure you thumbs up the live as you come in. You're new here. Thanks for coming in. It's good to have you aboard. Welcome aboard. Well, Cassie, I'm going to pray for your husband that whatever's going on in his life, that he'll get the help that he needs, and God will take that pain away, whatever's bothering him. Because you know what? I know how it is to be painful and you don't know what's going on. But God is in control of his life. Cassie, you just continue on holding your head up. Tell your husband to hold his head up, because God is in control of his life. Whatever's going on, he'll fix it for you. Prayers for Cassie. Prayers for Cassie's husband. Is he in the hospital now, or you about to take him today? Wow. It's so sad. We'll pray for your husband. Yeah, we're going to pray for your husband that things get better. Cassie, I know how it is to be going through situations that you have no control over. We don't have no control over. He's just so miserable. I hate seeing him like this. It's strong and going to the hospital. So I know he is not good when he wants to go to the doctors. Oh, well, God going to take that pain. All he got to do is trust and believe that God is in control of that. Maybe the doctors can't see what's going on him, but God already knows, already taking control over it. Just tell him to trust and believe in God, that God will fix that, whatever's going on. He'll fix it. Maybe the doctors don't know what's going on, but God do. So just keep trusting and believing in him, Cassie, and prayers out for your husband that things will get better for him. Yeah. Yeah, we go through so much stuff and we don't know. Thanks so much, Jonah. He needs prayers bad. I've been crying. Oh, stop crying, Jonah. Cassie, it's going to get better. Don't worry. Things will get better. Maybe the doctor don't see what's going on, but God knows it all. Yeah. So just continue on loving one another and lifting each other up. You got to lift people up. Stop tearing each other down. So many people tear you down, want you to feel bad about yourself. I don't know where all my people are today. They come and go. They come and go. They ain't been here today at all. Frank and Cassie is my main people. Frank, Cassie, and Muffy is my main, and Poetic. I don't know where the rest of my people are, but we're going to keep on going anyway. Now I'm down to 2. I tell you. Can't win for losing today, huh? But yeah, just don't lose confidence in yourself. Don't go in a mode that you think that you're going to regret later. Don't change yourself up because of other people. Just keep on believing in yourself. Keep on saying that I'm an amazing person, that I am wonderful, and I'm going to get through the day. Some days I can't get through the day. I say to myself, you know what? God, take the wheel. We got to give Jesus the wheel sometimes when we're going through situations that we have no control over. We don't have control over stuff all the time, but it's okay. We get like that sometimes. Sometimes we be all over the place. You be like, wow, you know what? God, take the wheel. Just take this wheel today because I don't think I can go on. Sometimes you can't go on. Sometimes you don't think you can go on, but God is in control of your life. You're not. Mostly people think that they're in control of their life. You're not in control of your life. You just got to love yourself. Don't go around hating yourself because of what you look like, what you sound like, how you talk, how you walk. Stop doing that. Stop beating yourself up. God looking at you beating yourself up. When he say, hey girl, I made you the way you are, you better love it and embrace it. Hey boy, I made you the way you are, you better love it and embrace it. You got to love who you are. Don't worry about if you got a chunky stomach. Don't worry about if you don't have no stomach at all. Don't worry about if you're too skinny. Don't worry about you too fat. Whatever. Don't worry about it. There is somebody out there gonna love you just the way you are. Hold on. Hold on. Now we're down to one person. Lord, we've been trying to get the Medicaid. Sometimes it does seem like heart attack or stroke. He's still been going to work. Still like this is was rushed by ambulance. You know what? It sounds like a. It's to me, Cassie, it sounds like a stroke or a heart attack. It's like pain going down his arm, Cassie. Is that what you're saying? All my people that left me. Great supporters. Thanks, Cassie, for still being here. Folks, I tell you, I got some good supporters here. Cassie is the only one left in my live stream. Where they do that at? Would y'all call yourself support me? Okay, gotcha. I know Frankie's still here. People are a mess. People are. I got some great supporters. I do. I got y'all the best, the best. I'm gonna take a lot of blue wrenches away from here because people do not support you like they supposed to. They don't. But Cassie, you need to go find out what's going on with him. That sound like a stroke in a way. You know, Cassie. Now everybody want to come back because they hear me in the background talking. Yeah, bye. Yeah, but Cassie, you need to try to see what's going on with him. Are you going to the hospital this morning, Cassie? If you're still here, thanks so much. It's been hard. I don't know how to help him. Are you taking him back to the hospital today, Cassie, or not? I used to suffer with pain going down my arm all the time, and I thought it was a stroke back here. Probably is. It probably was a stroke. I don't know, but I don't have that type of pain anymore. I thank God don't took that stuff away from me. Yeah. Now everybody want to come back to the live stream. Y'all is a hot mess. Y'all is a hot mess. You didn't find me. Why everybody keeps saying they don't find me in here? Ain't that wrong? I'm smiling. What you mean? What's wrong? Why do everybody say they can't find me? There's unfiltered. And this person, Jonah, thumbs up the live stream. You come in here just a grabbing and don't even thumbs up the live stream. Thumbs up the live stream, Jonah. It is free. You do this every day to me. Jonah Kim. Thumbs up the live stream. It's gonna cost $1. Not $1. Yeah, but yes, thank you, Jonah. Was that bad? It don't cost that. If you're gonna come in here grabbing all the time, you have to thumbs up the live stream. It's free. I've been here. You was talking to Cassandra. Yeah, but usually, I can tell who'd be there because it goes to zero. Hey, Alina's, how are you? Hi, Alina's Food Club. How are you this morning? It goes to zero. It tells me everything. I see what's up here, girl. I already see it's 15. But I'm telling you who wasn't here. It goes to zero, to one, it tells me. I got it set up that way that I can see. Come on, y'all. Y'all better start being some bright supporters here and stop acting like that. If I'm in somebody's live stream and I go, I'm going to say, I'll be right back. Don't just leave me high and dry. I'm talking to myself. I spent the morning talking to the Lord. My hubby has had enough. He has had always one thing, another going wrong, and he is always under so much. Aww, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry to hear that. Aww. Ayana, I'm glad you're here this morning. Thank you for coming to the live stream. He'll get better. But you know what? Yes, down. Yeah, you know what? I had that too. Okay, sis. Thank you. What have you talked about so far on self-esteem? You just came in. Low self-esteem, what I'm talking about, when you have low self-esteem, you don't love yourself. Wait a minute. It says 6 are here. Now it does. Cassie. I see now it says it wasn't saying it at first. It was 0. It was 0 at first because it tells you who comes in, who leaves. But what I was talking about, low self-esteem, I was talking about when you got low self-esteem, you don't love yourself. You don't love nothing about yourself. You think you're too fat. You think you're too skinny. You think you're this. You think you're that. You're just all over the place. So I always had low self-esteem. Alina's, is that your name? Aileen's? Well, I always had low self-esteem. Yeah, I always had low self-esteem about myself because he is asleep now. Yes, I am taking him today. Okay, Cassie. Yeah, you had to get that seen about because that could be heart attack too. But you said the doctor couldn't find out nothing wrong with it, right? Yeah. But yeah, Alina, yeah, I had low self esteem. I didn't like who I was as a person. I always thought I was too skinny, so I gained weight. Then I thought I was too fat, so I lost weight. So it was just all over the place. I just wasn't happy with the person I was. But I learned to love myself because if I don't love myself, nobody else gonna love me. Nobody gonna tell me they appreciate me. So I have to appreciate me on my own self. Only person gonna tell me that they really appreciate me is God. That's the only one we can trust in to tell us that hey, you're doing a great job. You may think you big, you may think you skinny, but you okay just the way you are. So I had this problem all the time growing up. It was from family. He thought he was having a heart attack too, and the doctor said no. So what is it then? Yes, you have to love yourself first. You have to love yourself first. But I wasn't doing that. I wasn't loving myself because it was started from childhood. When you got stuff that people tell you from childhood that you'll never amount to nothing, that you're not good enough. Yes, everyone hit that like button as you enter. Thank you, Cassie. Telling you that you'll never amount to nothing, that you're never good enough. You start thinking that when you grow up. So I always thought that they was telling me, oh yeah, you ugly, you fat, you skinny, all types of stuff that I was hearing when I was growing up. So sometimes you don't never overcome that when you're a child. You start growing up with those thinking about the same stuff. Well, maybe I'm not good enough. Well, maybe this is happening to me. So I started thinking about that. So it caused me to have low self-esteem when I got older. So I used to like hide, just wear long shirts, even though just cover up. Even though, and my daughter always say, why do you always cover up? But it was because of back in the day with my family, and they had me thinking that I'm too skinny or too fat or whatever. It just had me feeling some type of way. So when I started growing up, I started feeling that type of way. I started covering up all the time, wearing shirts over my arm, just wearing stuff to cover up. And my daughter asked me, why do you cover up all the time? I do it. And I find myself sometimes doing that today. Sometimes like yesterday I had a pillow in front of me because I have low self-esteem, but it's getting better. It ain't like it used to be. But I just had it. And, I'm amazing now. But I'm just saying I still thought that way about myself. So I start putting things in front of me, like covering up, like, yeah, maybe I am too fat, or maybe I'm too skinny, or maybe this look like, so you got to watch how you treat people when you're growing up because that stays with them when they're a child. That's why when you tell a child they this and that, they start growing up thinking that way, negative thinking. So that's not good. So when you grow up, when you got a child, I always tell them they're beautiful, they're loving, you love them because most of the kids don't feel love. That's why they grow up with low self-esteem. You feel that there's nobody there for you, so you feel like nobody never told you that you're beautiful. Nobody never tell you that they love you. So you feel unloved. You feel like what you tell the child is very important. You can mess it. Right. So that's what happened to me, Alina. When I was younger, my self-esteem got messed up. From not just only from my siblings, from my cousins and stuff, everything. Oh, you too this, oh, you this, you got too many freckles. It was just everything was everywhere for me. So I grew up, I tried to overcome it when I got older, but it seemed like it got worse and worse. It got worse and worse. Yeah, Jonah, it got worse and worse for me. Nothing never stayed the same. So I started growing up with this complex. What I mean by complex, I started growing up with low self-esteem. I thought I wasn't good enough. And I had to go to myself and meditate sometimes to myself and say, you know what, I am good enough. Maybe I'm not good enough for the world, but I am good enough. So sometimes we have to say to ourselves that we are good enough because sometimes we don't think we're good enough. So I always thought that way. Just because I'm like inferiority complex. Right. So I dealt with it for a long time, Aline. I just felt like the world was against me. I mean, everything got done. I looked in the mirror. I said, "Ugh, this is ugly on me. This is ugly on me." But you know what? You got to say to yourself, "You're good enough." And I didn't think that because of childhood. Childhood would mess you up. It will. It make you feel some type of way. So that's what was going on excuse me, in my childhood. So I brought it back up into adulthood, and I started feeling like maybe I'm not good enough. And I used to, when my husband was living, I used to ask my husband, "Do I look all right? Am I too fat or am I too skinny? Do you like this dress or do you like this pants set?" I used to ask him that all the time because I wasn't happy with myself. It's bad to feel that way, but it is that's out there. Um, Wait a minute, hold on. My son having problems with acne. He has 19 and nothing working. I try all keeping self-esteem up because he gets down with himself. I've been looking for something to help him, poor guy. Oh, wow, wow. It's sad that you got your kids going through that stuff. It's really sad, Cassie. I'm so sorry to hear that. Wow. Sis, did you tell them about the girl on Facebook that was calling her baby ugly? No, I didn't. Okay, just like that. Just like me and my sister were talking yesterday on the telephone. We're gonna get back. I'm gonna get right back with your thing, Cassie. Me and my sister was talking on the phone yesterday about this girl. She had a child. This child is inside her already. I think that's what she was telling me. And she was telling this child is ugly, stupid. You shouldn't be born, and all this stuff. You telling a kid. A kid is hearing you saying all this stuff. This what I'm trying to. This what brings among low self esteem. You telling this kid all this stuff. But you want this kid to be healthy and happy. But you telling them you boosting all this stuff in a child's mind, heart, and messing their spirit all up. So this child gonna grow up, maybe want to kill themselves, maybe will commit suicide because they don't think they got nothing to live for. Because they in the back of your mind they thinking about you saying they're stupid, you saying they're ugly. I wish you died. I had that type of stuff happen to me. I'm trying to tell you, I am being real with you today. I had people tell me they wish that I died. And do you know how that made my self-esteem feel? That's why I have low self-esteem about myself. But it's gotten better. It's gotten better. But I still do think about it. What was the calling their child ugly? No. Well, I hate calling their child ugly. Yeah, it's bad. I don't know what is wrong with people nowadays. So much abuse going on, and you got these people making false calling cops with their air. Yeah, I know. I know. Hey, good morning, Helen. How are you? Thanks for coming in. Make sure you thumbs up the live for me, Helen, if you can. Yeah, so I dealt with it for a long time, but when people see me, they don't think that I don't have low self esteem, but I do. Just because I'm in front of you, in front of the camera, doesn't mean I don't have low self esteem, because I do. I deal with it from when I was a child. So when you deal with stuff from a child, people telling you that you're not going to amount to anything, you start thinking that all the time, that maybe, you know what, maybe I'm not going to amount up to nothing. Maybe I'm not good enough. So I always thought that. Even when I got married, I thought I wasn't good enough for my husband because in the back of my mind, I thought about my family. What they used to tell me, oh, you stupid, oh, you this, you got too many freckles on your. I just heard it all the time. It made me feel crazy. Good morning to you all in the chat now. New subscriber. Don't say subscriber. Thank you for coming in. Don't say new. I'm gonna have to take that off. Don't say the new subscriber though. Helen, please. They don't want you to say that. I'm so sorry, Helen. But I'm glad you're here, Helen. I have people tell me I am ugly and didn't want to talk to me. Yeah. See, and it makes your self-esteem go down the drain, Frank, when people tell you that. I was told that. I wasn't told that I was ugly. I was told that I was stupid back then in the day, that nobody not gonna like you because you got too many freckles on your cheek. I was told that. I was told that I was too skinny, so I started gaining weight, overeating. Sometimes when you got low self-esteem, you overeat yourself. I was overeating because I didn't want to hear about that. And it caused me pain later on in life. And I said, when I have kids, I'm not going to tell my kids those type of things. But I wasn't hearing it from my mom. I was hearing it from other people around me. Oh, you too light, you too this, why are you this? And just so much stuff. And when I sit down and meditate to myself about what went on in my life, and I start crying because I said, you know what, I deal with this. And sometimes I think about it and I start covering up again. I shouldn't cover up. I'm beautiful. But I used to. I think about it sometimes. That's why when you see me put a pillow in front of me, that's my self-esteem. But when you see me like covering up, I shouldn't cover up. I should embrace who I am. You should embrace who you are. Don't worry about what the world say about you. That's what I was doing. Never tell a child that she's ugly. Like that girl said on Facebook. Don't tell a kid. Do you know how long that stays in a child's mind? Do you know what type of pain and stuff that you know how much you hurting that child doing that? People don't know what type of effect that you're putting on a child when you're doing these things. That's why I became a counselor, because I know what I've been through with low self-esteem. I want to be somebody that's going to lift somebody up, to encourage somebody. Hey, you know what? You're beautiful. Sometimes people need to hear that. Stop tearing each other down. I talk to people on a daily about this stuff. Want to kill themselves, want to slit themselves. I just made a video on it. Bipolar. I thought maybe that I was dealing with bipolar because I was going through so much. I'm happy one day, I'm smiling one day, and this and that. You just don't know what you are. I didn't know. I was just so confused. I didn't know. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to go talk to God about this, because, I mean, if my family telling me this, my family telling me that, she's going to come back, hopefully. My family telling me this, my family telling me that. Don't listen to all that stuff. You got to be who you are, and you got to know that you are good enough for the world. You got to know that you're good enough for yourself. I always felt that I just wasn't good enough. I always felt that I needed to change something about myself. No matter what it was, I just wanted to change. Yeah, Helen, don't use that whatever it is, subscribe thing. Just don't use those words. Just say network or something like that, please. Thank you for coming back. I'm Helen. Yeah, but use great words. Don't use those type of words. But yeah, I just feel so bad about myself. I just sometimes I get in a mode. I was like, you know what? I don't know. I just think to myself and I just say, I don't know. And then I start thinking about that. And then God tell me, you know what? Snap out of that. But so when you got stuff going on in your life and it's from childhood, and then you bring it back up, you feeling that you was a black sheep of the family, like I was a black sheep of the family, I felt some type of way. And it made me like have like a kind of like a complex with who I am as a person. So I start feeling, well, maybe I wasn't loved. Maybe I am not enough for people. So don't ever feel that way. As long as God know you're enough for him, that's all that matters. Sometimes I feel to myself, I say, maybe I'm too fat. I don't know. But I look at myself sometimes, then I look at other people and say, oh, girl, you look nice. And then I say, well, maybe I'm not too fat. And then sometimes I say to myself, well, maybe I need to change something. I want to change my hair. I want to do, because sometimes I think about things that happened in my life, my childhood, and I think about, well, maybe if I change this, I'll look this way. I'm going to be who I am. I ain't going to change nothing about me. Either somebody going to like me or don't, because I like my size, I like the way I look, and I'm not going to change because of that person, because of this person. But you have a complex when you're growing up, when you used to hearing these type of things from family members, what they shouldn't be doing. You start feeling some type of way. You feel that you're not enough for people. You feel that you're not enough for yourself. So this is what you feel. Don't do that first. Oh, do you? You look sleepy. What time you go to bed? Okay. That's normal. Oh, yeah. So yeah, always know that you're enough. Know that. Oh, that's okay, Helen. I understand. You're always welcome here, sweetie. I'm just saying what they say, but don't worry about it. You're still welcome. Just letting you know, so like when you come in, you'll know the next time. But thank you though for understanding. Yeah. So I always felt like I wasn't enough. I thought the world was against me. I thought that I was too fat. Thought I was ugly. I was hearing back in the day from my family, "Oh, you are, oh, you all those freckles. Oh, you need to lose weight. Or you too fat. Or you too skinny." I heard that all the time growing up. And you're gonna tell me those things are not gonna affect you when you get older? They affected me. I have to go now. Have a nice day. Goodbye. Bye, Purity. Come back again and visit, sweetie. Yeah. So those things affected me in life, but I learned to deal with them anyways, because that's the way life is. And we have to learn to deal with stuff sometimes. No matter how hard times get, just deal with them. Things is not going to always be like ice cream and cake. Things are not going to be always like sugar and tea, because it was never like that for me. So I noticed when I was growing up, I made sure my kids didn't feel some type of way. We don't want our children to feel some type of way about the way who they are. You don't want your family or cousins are coming in and tell your kids they look this way, they look that way. You want to lift kids up, because these days kids can't take that like we used to can take it a long time ago. Most of the kids now commit suicide when they're going through situations like that. They can't take it like we used to can take it. I could take anything back then, but now as I'm getting older, I think about all the stuff that I went through, and blame it on my family members that did this to me, that make me have low self-esteem about stuff about me. I don't want to feel like that. I don't want you guys to feel like that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Uplift each other up. Uplift your kids up when they're going through stuff. Don't say that tell your kids they're stupid and ugly, like the little girl, like the lady was telling her baby that the baby is stupid and ugly. What such thing? Who would say that about their own child? Child is stupid and ugly. Who says these things? Something got to be wrong up here with that person is saying that. There's no way I'm going to tell my child that she's stupid, he's ugly, or she's. Don't say that. Do you know how that'll affect the child later on in life? It affected me. I heard it all the time from family members, not my mom, not my sister, but just family members was telling me, "Are you so dumb?" Or you this, or you, why you wearing that? Just stuff. And I think about it to the day, and sometimes I feel like crying. But you know what? I know that is a past. I can't live in the past. I can't bring back what happened in my childhood. I got to stop thinking about that if I want to move forward and what God want me to be. If I keep thinking about what happened then, that's over. It's not going to get me nowhere. I'm going to still stay in that rut. I'm going to always bring that into another relationship, telling them about how I was. And I'm going to always ask that person, am I enough? Okay, I'm Helen. I'm going to always ask myself, am I enough? Because I'm used to feeling like that I wasn't enough. So I don't want to bring that into the next relationship I get with. Do I look right for you? Am I okay? I don't want to say these things to the next person I got with. I said that to my husband. Do I look all right? Am I too skinny? Am I too fat? I would say that to him all the time. Oh, you like my hair color? All this stuff I used to say to him because I was thinking about what my life was back there, what they did to me back there. So I start bringing that into a relationship. Don't bring that into relationships. Don't bring that into nothing that you do. Move away from that. Feel good about yourself. Do something for yourself. Make yourself feel good. Stop saying that you're not enough because you are enough. You are amazing. You are beautiful. That's my word. Amazing. Twice. Amazing. That's my favorite word. Yes, don't bring that into your. Yeah, you can't bring that into a relationship, Aline, because if you do, that person's going to think some type of way. They're going to think you feel that you don't have confidence because people make you lose that. Family make you lose that. Friends make you feel some type of way. Some friends say you're too fat. Some friends say you're too skinny. Some friends say you're ugly. You need to change that. And you start listening to them. And it make you feel some type of way about who you are as a person. When you got to love who you are as a person. I didn't do it. I couldn't stand myself. I used to beat myself up about all types of stuff. I look in the mirror, I say, oh gosh, where's the towel? This is what I used to do to myself all the time. I was like, wow, I need to go buy me some makeup and cover these freckles. These are the things I used to say. But I had to take a look back and say to myself, you know what? I am okay, just the way I am. There's somebody out there for everybody. You got to always remember that. Maybe that person don't like the way you look, but that other person may love the way you look. So while you changing for that person that's going to walk out your life when they're finished with you, then there's a person that's going to love you, going to stay with you forever because they're going to love you just the way you are. Stop changing yourself because of people. Stop trying to be like the other person because you don't like who you are. I was that type of person. Well, maybe I changed to look like that person because they don't like me the way I am. Family, let me see something. Family will mess your world up if you let them. And it starts from a little kids. And sometimes you keep thinking about that over. Somebody's going to tell you all the time, you're stupid, you're stupid, you're stupid, you're stupid. You're going to think about that. If somebody's going to tell you you're skinny, you're skinny, you're skinny, you're skinny, you're going to think that you're skinny. You're going to have that. You know that? You're going to start thinking these things all the time. If somebody tell you you're crazy, you're crazy, you're crazy, you're ugly, you're going to think you're ugly. So you're going to do everything you got to do to make yourself look great. When you look great already. But people will steal your joy. People will steal your spirit. They will make you feel like you're horrible. I blame myself why I look and talk this way sometimes. Frank, you're amazing. How do you blame yourself, Frank? You're amazing. See, sometimes we blame ourselves for stuff. Don't blame yourself for nothing. You're amazing. What is the wrong way you talk? What's the matter with it? There's nothing wrong with the way you look. You're amazing. Sometimes, Frank, you have to lift your own self up. Like me, I got to lift my own self up. I had a complex since I was 5 years old about people saying this and saying that about me. And I still think about some of my childhood. Being as old as I am, I still think about my childhood, about stuff that went on in my childhood that I say to myself, wow, I'm not going to never overcome it. And I'm an older person now. I'm a middle-aged woman now. But I still sit down on my couch and I think about where my life used to be, where things used to happen in my life. And it messes you up sometimes. It messes your whole world up. You just don't understand. So if you got a child, don't tell your child these things. It messes them up. If you got family members talking crazy to you, stop letting your family members talk crazy to your kid, because it's going to mess your kid up later in life. And you're going to wonder why your kid want to commit suicide, why your kid want to cut her arm all up. I had a child that I'm dealing with now. She cuts all her arm up because she said people call her stupid every day. Thank God I wasn't the type of person that cut on me. I used to see people do it when I was younger. I said, maybe I should slit myself. Sometimes I asked her why she do that. She said, it takes the pain away. That makes me cry. That takes the pain away, so you want to slit your wrist. It makes her not think about her past, she said. So I sit and talk to her. I say, don't cut yourself up. She said, but it takes the pain away, Miss Tricia. It makes me not think about who I am. She says she wants to feel pretty, so she cuts herself. Don't go that route. It's because of family. This is because of her family makes her feel this way. Friends in school made her feel this way. So she think by making her feel better, she want to cut a day. She got so many cuts up. Her arm starts from here, and it's all cuts. She don't hide it. She used to. She said she don't. They all over the place. When she feel bad, when somebody bully her in school, she put another cut there and make her feel good. When her family member make her feel bad, she put another cut there. It makes her feel good. You should not get around somebody that's going to make you feel that way. So I talked to her. That's where I was at the other day. That's why I could be in a couple of people live stream. I was with her for almost 2 hours. She cut herself all up, and it breaks my heart. Sometimes I want to cry with her. When you see people going through stuff, you want to cry with them. I know I do. I'm a crier. When I see somebody going through, my heart goes out to them because I know what I've been through. I thank God I never cut myself. I thank God that I didn't never commit suicide. These type of things make you want to commit suicide. I'm trying to tell you, it make you feel like you just ain't nobody. I feel back there like I was nobody. I feel like the world was all against me. I shouldn't feel that way, but because my family had me feeling that way. So, low self-esteem will kill you. I'm trying to tell you, because it make you think all types of stuff about yourself. I know if I had a child, I would love that child and encourage them to do better and not to be how my childhood was going. Yeah, that's what I do to my kids, Frank. I encourage them. I let them know that you are beautiful. I tell everybody they are amazing. You got to know that still hear love driving to. Okay, Cassie, thank you. Yeah, we got to let people know that they're enough. Sometimes I didn't think I was enough. Sometimes we don't think we're enough, but you got to understand that you are enough. Let me go get me some water. Hold on a minute. Yeah, we are enough. We got to be enough for people. People are going to always say we're not enough. Yeah, so that's why sometimes you got to look in the mirror and say, you know what? I am enough. I'm not fat. I'm not skinny. I'm just enough. Yeah. So I used to have to tell myself that I am enough. I'm great. I'm amazing just the way I am. I used to say that because I still deal with it sometime today. I still think that, hey, you know what? Maybe I am too fat. Maybe I am too skinny. I don't know. I just dealt with this stuff because of childhood. Like I'm trying to tell you something. Family members will mess you up. They will mess your world up. And they don't even know they're doing. They don't know what kind of effect they got on your life by doing that to you. They don't know because they're so used to tearing you down so much. And later on in life, you wonder why somebody done killed themselves. You wonder why they got this problem. Mental illness because of this. You wonder why they bipolar. You wonder why they crying all the time. Because of this stuff that you done to them. You have affected them. That's why I don't do that to my children. I never done that to my children. I would never tear my children down, and would never let a family member tear my child down. No, I tell them all the time, you are beautiful, you are handsome. I always remember that. My daughter knows that. She have a lot of confidence in herself, and I thank God for that. Yeah, even though I didn't have no confidence in myself, I didn't want her to feel like I felt. I felt like the world was against me, even though it was because they would. My family was a hot mess. And when I say a hot mess, they was a mess. No family should never tear people down. So, hey, I got tore down and I grew up with this feeling that I wasn't enough. And when I know I was enough, but I just felt like, hey, you know what, the world was against me. Yeah, I felt that way all the time. It's bad to feel that way, but that's how I feel. I always would have a pillow. As you notice, I always put a pillow here, but not today. I'm just putting it here because I need to lay on something, put my thing. But I'm always would keep a pillow in front of me, cover up the whole body. This is how I was brought up with around family members that was making me feel like I was just wasn't enough for nobody. So I would just put pillows in front of me, just all types of stuff. Yeah, so just when you're going through situations, don't think that you're not enough because God said you are enough. God loves you just the way you are. Don't put on the show. Don't change who you are. I used to want to get a tummy tuck because I always had a chunky stuff. I did all that. I said, you know what? I ain't doing none of that. You going to love this thickness the way I am. I ain't trying to change nobody. I ain't trying to do this. I'm going to be just who I am. Trisha Ann. That's who I am. I ain't trying to put on no show for nobody else. I mean, I can't. I mean, even though I think about where I used to be at, where my life was back then, but I'm not gonna change no more. Yeah, I didn't like the length of my hair. My hair was always long. I cut it, and I just did all types of stupid stuff that I shouldn't do. I should have kept my hair long, but I cut my hair, cut it short. You know, just to make me feel good about myself because I didn't feel good about who I was as a person. I wanted to lose weight, then I wanted to gain it back. I was like, man, you know what? I was just confused with my life. I didn't know what direction my life was going because my family had me doing this. I didn't know what direction. So I just started doing different things to myself, trying to uplift myself. So I started doing things for myself and getting more into the Bible, reading the Bible more, and just understanding who I am as a person. You know, hey, the bot, thanks for coming back. Thumbs up the live stream, the bot, for your sister over here. Yeah, so that's what I did. I started enjoying who I am as a person. I'm loving myself and just being creative more, getting out more, doing things because you're gonna fall back into a mode that you don't think you're good enough when you're in the house, stuck in the house all the time. Being right now that I'm not working right now because my job is about to start up because school is about to start back up, so I'll be back there again. I get to thinking to myself like, wow, you know what? I got so much stuff. I got so much time on my hand. I can't not stand not being busy. So it makes me think about my past. And I don't like thinking about that. So I try to stay busy as I can, do things. Yay, absolutely wonderful, Brandon. Yeah, so that's what I did. I kept thinking negative about stuff. Usually when you got low self-esteem, you think negative about everything. Everything goes on is just negative. And God told me to get away from that negative stuff because most of the time when you think negative, you should start thinking doing negative stuff. Oh, I don't care about myself, just talking any kind of way. I care about myself. Can you make my other account called? We'll think about that later. I'm Brandon. Why do everybody want mods all the time? And you guys half the time don't even be here. I know you come in, Brandon. Why do people want that all the time? Hey, the believers, how are you doing this morning? Make sure you thumbs up the live for me. The bot, you haven't even thumbs up the live and you want me to make you a mod. You guys are so funny. Yeah, so I just started feeling bad about myself, not believing who I am. I stopped believing in myself. Usually when you got low self-esteem, you don't believe in yourself anymore. You let yourself go. I started letting myself go. Didn't want to do my hair. I would just sit in a room by myself and be in that mode when I was staying with my family. I was just, everybody around me having fun. It seemed like everybody else was around me having fun except for me. I was like, wow, why do I feel like I'm not having fun? So yeah. So don't get that way about yourself. Always lift yourself up. Even if you have to take yourself out to dinner. Even if you got to look in that mirror every day and say, I'm an amazing person. I'm wonderful just the way I am. I don't need to change a thing about me. Sometimes you got to say that to yourself, even though you're going through situations you don't have no control over. We don't have control over our life, but we have control over how we feel about ourselves. I mean, I am in and out driving damage. Okay, that's okay. The believers. Yeah, so I felt that way. I felt like it was the end of the world for me sometime. I thought that I was never going to get out of this depression. I got into a depression mode, and I didn't think I was going to ever get out of being depression. Love you, sweetheart. Oh, I love you too, Cassie. Yeah, I felt so depressed. I felt like the world was against me. My family had me going all over the place. I love you, though. I love you too, the believers. Oh, you're amazing. I felt like that nobody didn't care about me. Well, they didn't care about me because they kept putting me down, calling me all types of stuff. Oh, I was like, oh my goodness, I would never do my kids that way. It wasn't my mother or nothing. It was just family come over. It wasn't my mother. It wasn't my sister. It was my brothers. My brothers did a number to me. Let me tell you, it wasn't my sister. It wasn't my mother. It was my brothers. And not only my brothers, my family would come over and say, "You stupid. You're dumb." You know what? It's like dumb. I'm dumb. I'm going to school, getting A's and B's. How's I'm dumb? So I thought that I was really dumb because they kept telling me that I was dumb. I was an A and B student. I was like, why is they calling me dumb? Am I dumb? I said, well, maybe I am dumb. So I thought that I was really stupid, dumb. So when I was growing up, I was like, I'm dumb anyway. They call me stupid, so well, maybe I am dumb. This is the things that my family did to me and made me feel this way when I was growing up. So that's why I had a complex with myself. So once I got to be an adult, it got real bad then because I was all over the place. I think I was bipolar. I think I was just going through so much stuff. That's why I put that bipolar video up today. Make sure you guys go look at it. I was talking about people bipolar. I start thinking negative all the time. I was thinking, well, maybe, but you know what? When you bipolar, you got to seek help because I thought maybe I was going through a mental, I was going to go, I was having a mental breakdown. Let's put it like that. A couple years ago because of my family again. I was like crying to my mom about it. She said, what's wrong? I didn't know the reason why I was crying. When you have mental problems, mental illness, you get to crying, you get to depression. I was under deep depression. Deep depression. I mean, this depression I had, I probably would have killed myself if I didn't seek help. I'm trying to tell you because I was under that type of depression. To you live, I need to be hearing what you have to say because my struggles are real, especially trust issues, mental abuse, and sometimes work. Yeah, Helen, I'm trying to tell you, I dealt with it all, Helen. You are always welcome here, sweetheart, to listen to what I'm saying because I'm trying to tell you, it is true, girl. Nobody should ever bully anyone, keep their rude comments to them. Right, Cassandra, I had the problem too. I realized that I am just how God wants me. Yeah, I'm here to can. I'm here too. Can you see me, Trish? I see you, Cassie. I see you loud and clear, sweetie. Yes. Yeah. So yeah. So I was just all over the place. I didn't think nobody cared about me. It was just everywhere. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. That's why I put this topic up here about low self-esteem. You just don't know who's going through who's have been through a lot of stuff in life. Thank you, the believer. You never know who been through a lot of stuff. You just don't know. You just don't know who go through stuff. But you can't go by what people look like. You would have never thought that I had low self-esteem. I bet you guys never thought I would have low self-esteem. Everybody say, you're a pretty girl. Why do you have low self-esteem? It doesn't, low self-esteem don't care about what you look like. I suffer with it. Oh my God, I had to stream back to the beginning. I had to fast forward this live. I was like, she don't see me? Really, Cassie? I see you, girl. I see you, girl. Yeah, but just because you look like something doesn't mean you don't have low self-esteem. I had it. And people used to tell me all the time, why do you have low self-esteem? You're amazing. I'm amazing to you, but I didn't feel amazing. People would bash me. My family members would bash me, make me feel like I was just zero. And I felt like zero. I felt like I was a nobody. I grew up feeling like a nobody. So when I raised my children, I made sure my kids didn't feel some type of way. I made sure I kept bad family members away from my children to make them feel like they were crazy. I don't know. I was just all over the place. I was just all over the place. I wasn't feeling myself at all. I just wasn't feeling myself. It's a lot of stuff I took when I was a child from family and friends as grown adults. I don't know how bills from it. I don't know take mess from anybody. I don't care if you are family, friends, and other people. Frank, say it again. I don't either. Because you know what? Back then in the day, Frank, it made me kind of mean and bitter with people for a very, very long time. I would snap just like that at a person because I was bitter from things from a long time ago. You know, Frank, I was so bitter. And sometimes life makes you bitter, especially family makes you bitter. You ever heard that song called Bitter? You guys need to hear it. I don't know who it's by. It's bitter though. Life can make you bitter. I think that's what it's called. Life can make you bitter, but whatever it is, you guys need to look at that. Listen to that song. It makes me cry every time I hear it. It's a song called It say life can make you better. It's beautiful. I wish I knew the words. How did you build it back up? And confidence, did it take a long time? For me, you talking about Aaliyah or you talking about Frank? Um, yeah. So yeah, life can make you bitter. I think that's the name of the song. I don't really know the song, the name of the song, but you guys need to listen to it. I'm gonna see if I can find it while we're talking. But I was bitter for a very, very, very long time. Life can make you bitter. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, because I was bitter. I didn't love myself. Hey, good morning, underrated. How are you? Life can make you bitter. Let me see if I can find who's by make you. And I'm gonna let you guys know the name of this song. I don't even know. I think his name is James Fortune. No, that ain't who it is. Hold on a minute. Life can make you bitter. Who is it by? I can't even think of the song, but you guys need to go find that song. I took a long time as I got older. Yeah, it take a long time to get right again. Um, I don't know the name of the song, guys. I wish you can find it. It's a um, Life Can Be So Bitter, I think it is. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna play it one day, but I can't play it on here. But I don't know who it's by. But every time I hear that song, it makes me cry because it's sad. Your environment has a huge impact on a person. Yes, it does, sis. It does. And I've been going through a lot, and I'm not gonna sit on here and act like my life is like a ball of bubble gum or whatever, cheers or whatever. It is not. It's a mess. Sometimes well, it was a mess. Now it's better. It took a long time for me too, Frank, to get overcome stuff. Cause like I said, I was still going through this stuff when I was married. You don't want to bring stuff like that in your marriage because he knew that I had low self esteem. Because every time I turned around, I was like, "Do this look dressed? Do this look right on me? Am I pretty? Am I okay? Do I need to lose weight? Do I need to gain weight? Am I big enough?" And and I'm just overeating myself. When you in that type of mode, you overeat. I overeat. I used to overeat all the time. I would be full and still overeating because I was just thinking about my life, where I came from, and I was like, "Wow, why am I overeating?" So God told me to take a step back, girl. Enjoy your life. Embrace who you are. I'm sorry, you guys. I was driving. Oh, that's okay. But yeah. So I learned to deal with this type of stuff and continue on being what God want me to be. Because the only way that my life is going to be better, I got to be a better person. I got to make it better. I can't go back and bring back what happened a long time ago because that's not going to get me nowhere. I got to live for today, not for tomorrow. I got to remember that God is in control of my life, even though that I had a bad childhood back then when it comes to my family. Not my mom. I love my mom. Me and my mom is best friends, but she didn't know what was happening behind closed doors. She didn't know that people were tormenting me, hurting my feelings, making me feel some type of way because I didn't never say nothing. I just dealt with it because crying all the time. But as I got older, I used to tell my mother, I always felt like the black sheep of the family. These people make me feel so bad about myself. I used to say these things all the time. But as I got older, I realized, that, hey, everyone, how are you? Been so sorry, been late. That's okay, Jesse. Make sure you thumbs up the live for me, please. It's okay. Where you been at, Jesse? I haven't seen you in I don't know how long. Where you been at? Yeah, so I learned to deal with this type of stuff and just move on with my life. Yeah, so yeah, because it can make you feel some type of way, and then make you feel that you're not good enough for nobody. So yeah, so that's what I dealt with for a long time, and I learned to get over it and just move on from the stuff that was going on in my life. Because everything is not going to always be like ice cream and cake. And I know that now. Before, I just thought if the world was against me. But the world wasn't against me. I was just against who I was as a person. I kept beating myself up as a person. I kept on wanting my life to be better. And when it wasn't better, I was just doubting everything about myself. So yeah, I had to learn these things that life is not always what you think it is all the time. You got to worry about growing. Only way I was going to grow, I had to leave the past alone and live for today. Don't worry about what happened when I was younger. Don't worry about what they did to me when I was younger. Don't worry about how they made me feel unappreciated. I just got to learn to love who I am as a person. So that's what I do. I continue on believing in myself, continue on growing, continue on loving one another regardless what my childhood looked like. I got to still continue on being what God wants me to be. So if you're going through low self-esteem, get help for it or just pray about it or do something because like I said, when you're dealing with this type of stuff, it can make you feel like that you want to kill yourself sometimes. I never got into a mode that I wanted to kill myself. I never want to think that I want to kill myself, but I just feel some type of way that why I'm in this world, you know. Frank said, I am so glad I changed because I was an angry person in my past. Now I leave messy people away from my life. And me too, Frank. Messy people got to stay over there. That's just why I decided to do motivational talks. I'm so sorry. My outdated phone shut down. Oh, that's okay, Helen. That's okay, sweetie. You're here. That's okay. That's why I leave crazy folks alone because people will leave you some type of way, will make you feel in some type of mode that you don't even want to be in. So I end up leaving those type of people alone and just worry about who I am today and focus on me other than focusing on other people. One thing about me, I used to put everybody first. It's not good. It's been so hard for my daughter, been 19, married so early. She's going through a lot of on her marriage. Can you pray for her and me too? I pray for her too. Oh, Jesse, we're going to pray for your daughter that she get better. Whatever she's going through in her marriage or whatever you got going on, you guys get better. God loves you no matter what. Don't stay in that mode, Jesse. God got you. He loves you. He loves your daughter too. Things going to work out. You just got to trust and believe that God is in control of your life and your daughter's life, no matter what's going on. Things don't stay the same. I don't care what you say. Things are not going to stay the same, Jesse. Just look up to God for your strength and wisdom. Let him know that you're listening to whatever he got to say to you. Sometimes you guys need to meditate about your life because God got you. He's never going to leave you, Jesse, nor your daughter, or forsake you. Just know that God is in control of your life. And I'm praying that everything that's going on between you and your daughter, that things will get better, okay? In Jesus' name I pray, amen. God got you, girl. Don't ever think he don't got you. We all go through situations that we think that God have left us. But you know what? When we look up on the side of us, God is right there. I go through situations and I think that God has left me when I'm going through changes and I'm crying and sad all the time. But I got to look around and know that God is right on the side of me. God is on the side of you too, Jesse. He's not going to leave you guys, whatever you're going through. God's going to put just a little bit on you that you can handle. He's not going to put too much on you that you can't bear. So when you think you're going through so much and when you don't think that you can handle, go to God and pray about it. God gonna see you and your daughter through. He's not gonna put so much on you guys. So don't worry about the stuff that's going on right now. He's gonna, if she's in something that she can't get herself out of, she needs to go pray to God about it. I took her yesterday to eat out with a tear coming out her eyes. I told her I'm here for her. I'm glad you're there for her. She gonna need you more than ever now. Most of the time we're not there for our children, but our children need us. Let me tell you something. I'm there for my kids, no matter if I'm going through stress or not. And I go through stress on a daily. Let me tell you, when I say on a daily, I go through stress all the time. But I'm never gonna let my kids see me all stressed out because I don't want my daughter seeing me all messed up and stressed out because she needs me. I'm all she got here in Atlanta. She needs me, so I got to be there for her always. You know, like I said, my husband was not her father, but he raised her from a little girl. She told me my mom was the best meal I can ever have. It broke my heart. Aww. See what I mean? That's amazing. Hey, Willie Will, how are you this morning, sweetie? How's everything going for you, love? Single mom, yeah. I was a single mom with her for a while, and then the amazing man came along in my life, and he died. But he raised my daughter. He took good care of her because the sorry man that was in her life wasn't the right man. Even though that was her daddy, he was just he wasn't her. He wasn't right. Everything is good. Just here at work. Ah, that's amazing, Willie Will. I hope you're having a good day so far. Yeah. So So I dealt with depression. I dealt with it all. But I didn't want my kids to see me going through stuff. And everybody say, why are you dealing with something? You're beautiful. Beauty ain't got nothing to do when you're going through stuff. You just don't understand. When you're going through stuff, beauty don't have nothing to do with it. Everybody else say, well, why are you going through stuff? You're pretty. Pretty doesn't have nothing to do with depression. Pretty doesn't have nothing to do with what your childhood looked like. When people hurt your heart, when people say you're stupid, when people say you're dumb, that ain't got nothing to do with that. So why people always say, oh, you pretty? If you know what I've been through, you wouldn't call me pretty. You call me pretty bitter. Because that's what I've been through. I've been through so much. But I try not to be bitter with people. I try not to be, good morning to you too. I try not to be bitter with people. That's not going to get me nowhere. I don't want to bring the next person I get with bring up what I've been through. Even though I want people to know what I've been through. I want people to know that I do have low self-esteem. Oh, thank you, Willie Will. You are amazing. You are so amazing. Let me tell you, you always sharing me out. You are amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are such an amazing person. In all the conversation at meals, she was saying, Mom, I pay you back. Oh, I know. I just seen it. You are amazing. Willie Will, you are the best. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hold on. I got to get back to where I was at. Hold on, Helen. Hold on, Helen. I'm just all just keep taking me off. This phone, I'm about to get me a new iPhone, but this iPhone right here is a hot mess. Um, Helen said, I know Jessie said, all the conversation is a meal. She was saying, Mom, I'll pay you back. And I say to her, I am blessed. Yeah. Long as let me tell you something. Long as you're there for your daughter, that's all she needs. Long as you're there for your kids, that's all they need. You're their medicine. You're that person that they need. You look, oh, thank you so much, Willie Will. Thank you. Um, Helen, you yes, thanks for asking. Thanks for the information. You helped me out. Put the story in. I appreciate you. Yeah, so I always thought I wasn't enough. I never got nobody never I just thought I wasn't enough. That's why when I was in my marriage, I always asked my husband, do I look right? Am I looking right? Am I too fat? Am I too skinny? I always want to lose weight if I thought I was too fat. I always want to if I thought I was too skinny, I always want to gain weight. I just wasn't happy with myself. I was a miserable person. Oh, thank you, sis. I was just a miserable person, sissy. I was miserable. And I still sometimes get to that in that mode again. And when I get in that mode, I always hear God say, hey, no, no, no. I got too much time on my hand. Thank God school is about to start back up again. So I don't have to think so much. I think so much about stuff. It drives, oh no, you look so, oh, thank you so much, Jesse. I just say to myself, oh, well, maybe I wasn't enough. So I always think back to myself, you are enough, Trisha. You are enough, guys. So when people say that you are not enough, you got to say to yourself, I am. Because if you don't, you'll start feeling bad about yourself. Like me. I used to feel bad about myself because of childhood. It's because of my family made me feel that I was stupid. I was getting A's and B's in school. How was I stupid? I was saying to myself, I would think to myself, how am I stupid? I was on an honor roll all the time. But they would call me stupid. I was like, and I thought about that. I said, well, maybe I am stupid. I don't know. Hey, T-Town, how are you? Make sure you thumbs up the live for me if you can. Yeah, and I started thinking that, well, maybe I am stupid. I don't know. Maybe I was stupid. I didn't know what it was. But I just thought about all this stuff all the time. I'm glad you're doing amazing. Thanks for coming to the live stream. You are amazing. Yeah. So when I start feeling this way, I just start crying all the time. And because they was telling me, oh, you stupid. You got F's in school. I was like, F's? I was just couldn't believe the way what I was hearing from people. I was confused with my life. Being confused in life, I'm trying to tell you, it will make you bitter. So I grew up being bitter with people. I would snap at people. That's probably why I was so angry growing up. Because of my family again. They made me feel like I was nothing. I believe it was, you know what, Jesse, that's what my mom and them were saying. Maybe they were jealous. I don't know. I didn't tell her until I got older. I kept a lot of stuff to myself. I just kept it to myself. I didn't tell nobody. So I grew up being bitter. I grew up hating the world. That's bad to say a good person like me now, huh? But I grew up hating the world. I grew up hating men because that's who was doing these things to me. Men. So I grew up hating them. I was like, oh, I can't stand men. Yeah. And I say that to the day sometimes, but I married an amazing husband and he finally died on me. He taught me how to, to love who I am as a person, no matter if I get a little skinny, if I get a little fat, still love who you are. God made you who you are. And he always told me that. He made my confidence come back because I lost it from my family. Oh, I'm stupid. Exactly, they was just, I said the same thing, sis, I don't know. They were saying I was stupid, dumb. I heard that so much in life. Oh, you dumb, dummy, freckle face, dummy, dot to dot, but oh my god, dot to dot puzzle. All this stuff I was hearing when I was growing up. From my brothers, not just from my brothers, but from cousins come over. We would all get together, family would come over. I always felt like I was the last person to know anything. Everybody was doing everything. I was always the little one in a corner with my sister consoling me. Oh, it's okay. Leave my sister alone, she would say. But I was always that type of person. So I grew up being bitter. We are a team, aren't we? We got it done, Miss Lady. Oh yeah, so I grew up hating stuff about stuff. So right now that I'm older and wiser, I know that I am enough. And if you don't think I'm enough, oh well, I am enough. I am who I am. So I used to break down, cry all the time. um, Sister, remember people would say, sticks and stones would break my bones with it. Yeah, yes. So my sister used to tell me all the time, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words would never hurt me. I said, yeah. So I started saying that. But that's why I try to say, when you got children, don't down them. Just like that little girl sis was telling me about, where the lady was telling me about on, well, sis was telling me about this lady on Facebook was downing her baby, saying she's stupid and ugly. Who says that about their children? Who says that about their children? They're stupid and ugly. There's no way I tell a child she's stupid and ugly. That's horrible. Do you know God is looking at you saying that to that child? She's stupid and ugly? Really? I don't have that type of bone in my body to tell somebody. I wouldn't tell you guys that you're stupid and ugly. You guys are wonderful. You guys are blessed. It's sad, T-Town. It is. Stupid and ugly, she said that, well, they called me stupid and ugly too. My family did too. I was stupid and ugly. I was the dot puzzle. I was everything growing up. So I grew up with this complex T-Town, that I was stupid, that I was ugly. So now that I got older, I still got a little complex, but I got a little better. I got more self-esteem about myself because I know I am a beautiful woman. I don't have to hear it from the next person. I already know. I got this big old mirror in my room to remind myself out, hey, that you are amazing, girl. You are pretty. Think, embrace yourself. I didn't embrace myself back there because I thought the world was against me. I thought I wasn't enough. So when I thought I wasn't enough, I started feeling bad about myself. And I grew up bitter. I grew up hating men. Because you know why I grew up hating men? Because those are the men that made me the way, that was saying these type of things about me, that I was stupid and ugly. So I grew up hating men. Once I got married, I started loving again. And that was just some years, about 11 years ago, I just started loving again. Because of my background, men kept telling me I was stupid, and I got to call and check in on it, my mom. Okay, Helen. So I thought that the world was against me. Maybe I was stupid and ugly. I didn't know. I said to myself, well, maybe I am stupid and ugly. So I started wanting to change myself. Not today, sister. I'm going to be who I am. You're going to have to set me who I am, because I am amazing just the way I am. I don't need no notification from people anymore. I used to wait to get notification from people to let them know, that to tell me that I'm pretty or I'm amazing. Please, I don't do that no more. Either you're going to set me the way I am or keep it moving, because I don't care about what you think about me anymore. So yeah, men did that, so I hated men. It wasn't the women. My sister was great. It was my brothers. It was family members coming over. After the boy family members was coming over telling me that I'm dumb. And I'm getting A's and B's in school, but I'm still thinking in the back of my mind, well, maybe I am dumb. I'm dumb and I'm getting A's and B's in school. Where they do that at? Family does it to you. They make you feel so bad. And it's bad that family members, they make you feel that way. I think about my life from age 5 on up. When I get time to myself, what I don't like to think about stuff like that. That's why I try to stay busy. That's why I'm thinking God, the school is about to start back up. So I don't have to think so much about stupid negative stuff, because it's negative. Thumbs up to the live. They support the host. Hold on a minute. Let me go get this girl up. Hold on a second. Come on, Maya. You have to get up. Time to get up. Dada. It Watson was yes, he away. Excuse me? Excuse me, people? Did I get somebody else in here? I didn't even know that. What is this? It's Watson, yes. Hey, good morning, it's Watson. How are you? I will have you with a like, my friend. Thank you for being my best friend. I will leave you with oh, okay. Oh, you talking about me, Jesse? I don't know. I'm lost right now. Hi, Poetic. Um, Good morning, Watson. It's Watson Vest away. Okay, okay. Keep your numbers to yourself. Don't put them on here, sweetheart. I'm glad you're away from that, Watson. We're going to take that away. Okay, Watson. Thank you for coming in, though. Watson, hey, nice seeing you here. Good morning, love, life. Poetic. Yeah, so Poetic is a good supporter, too. She's always in here for me with her crazy self. But, yeah, I didn't think I was enough for nobody. I thought I was just all over the place. So I started being bitter with men. I didn't like men anymore because that's the type of people that was doing these things to me, telling me that I was stupid, telling me that I was ugly, telling me that I was dumb, and I was getting A's and B's back there. So how's I'm stupid and dumb if I'm getting A's and B's? I didn't get that, but I still had that complex anyway that I was dumb and stupid because that's what they were telling me. So I grew up hating men and I grew up being bitter. Only way I stopped being bitter, it was 4 years ago when I got saved and I started, knowing that I wasn't enough, even though I thought I wasn't enough from people. Watson in the house. Yeah, whoever that is, but okay. Yeah. Yeah, so I started thinking crazy about stuff, but you know what? I thank God that He had blessed me to get away from that type of stuff, to live with the way He want me to be, and to be the good person that I am, to be charming, be amazing, be wonderful, because I am amazing. I say that all the time. I am beautiful. I say that all the time. I don't care what other people. Sounds like them men were jealous. Yeah, I think so, Frank. It was just the men. I hated men. I'm just gonna let you know. Yeah, before I was a Christian, I hated men. Before I even met my husband, I hated men. But I wasn't gonna be with no woman. But I just hated men. I didn't like nothing about men no more. You look beautiful today. Love you. Thank you so much, sis. Yeah, so I hated men. I ain't want nothing to do with a man no more. I wasn't going to try to be with no woman either, but I ain't like no man. I said, because they the one told me that I was stupid and ugly. Stupid and ugly back in my childhood. I'm trying to tell you, childhood would mess you up. Frank, they the one told me this. And I was getting A's and B's in school, but they still had my self-esteem so low. And I just didn't like myself. And when I was growing up, I still thought about it. So that's why when I got married to my husband, I always asked him, am I fat? Am I skinny? Do I need to change my hair color? That's why I started changing myself. I started changing my hair color. My hair was black and it was very long, but I cut it short. And it keep trying to grow back long again. But every time I'm chipping it back off, because I like short hair better. But I don't have no low self-esteem no more, but I used to. Some men hate when women are intelligent and can't make their, right. Poetic, yes. I agree, yeah. So, but right now, my family see that I am a counselor. I am doing great. Yeah, that sure is. Thank you so much, Poetic. And that I am doing great. When they say that I wasn't going to amount to nothing. The people that say that you're not going to amount to nothing, you got to prove them wrong sometime. Now I prove them all. Now it's all about money. Ain't nobody getting no money here. I'm doing my thing. And I'm not only just doing my thing. I'm doing my thing now. At first I was just doing my thing. Just, getting over doing this. But I'm doing my thing now. And I thank God that I am living. I am breathing. I am achieving. And that I don't have low self-esteem anymore. Sometimes we have low self-esteem. But we got to rise above that. So I rise above not having low self-esteem. I'm doing what God want me to do. Yeah. I used to have it. I'm just like, I thought I wasn't good enough for nobody. I met my husband. He was the wonderful. Oh, I wish he was still living, but hey, God knocked on his door, so it's time for him to go. Okay, I'm back. Thank you, Helen. Yeah, I'm doing my thing. Yeah, do your thing. Poetic. We got to do our thing sometime. We got to lift our own self up. We got to pat our own self on the back. I never used to pat myself on the back like that because I thought I was horrible looking. I'm just telling you where I came from. I know you guys been somewhere, but I'm telling you where I've been to. That's why I put on about the low self-esteem. My self-esteem was down. I thought I wasn't going nowhere. So God knocked on the door and took my husband away, even though that was the greatest thing that ever happened to me. He lifted my spirits up and let me know you are enough. You are enough for me. Don't change a thing about you, beautiful. That's what he used to say to me. Don't change a thing about you, beautiful. You're beautiful. You are. He used to always say, you should be a model. I said, oh, I never heard of that. Just lifting me up. That's what I needed to be lifted up back then because I was so busy down like this. I love intelligent female who are doing her thing. Yeah, I'm doing my thing, Frank. I am. Just because of my husband too, because he told me, hey, you're beautiful. Girl, you should be a model. Did you ever think about being a model? When I first met him, he said, did you ever think about being a model? I told him, no. Mm-mm. And that's when I was bitter back then. But he made me not be bitter anymore. I said, no, I ain't. I said, I'm ugly. I can't be no more. He said, girl, please, you are beautiful. You are attractive. I said, thank you. So I started getting confidence about myself again. I said, maybe I should go be a model. I ain't going to be no model. But I was just saying back then, I was playing with him. I'd rather for you to visit me when I'm live to see if my content is something you want to follow. I'm still going to visit you regardless if I don't want to follow your content or not. I like coming to your lives, Poetic. You come to my live all the time. I come to yours. I just put you on whatever that thing called, but it keep blinking back off. The thing to keep you so I know when you go on, whatever it's called. I don't know. I be want to share you guys out. How do I share people out? I'm going to go on YouTube and look. Who's Jay Kurt? I didn't see Jay Kurt coming here. Hi, Jay Kurt. I don't see him either. I don't see Jay Kurt at all. Where you at, Jay Kurt? Hi. I don't know. But anyway, hey, how you doing? Thumbs up to live, Jay Kurt. Wherever you at. But anyway, so I just thought I wasn't enough. So my husband always would tell me, you need to be a model or something. I was like, oh, a model. I say, models are pretty. I can't be no model. He said, girl, you are amazing. So he gave me my confidence back. He made me stop being so, no, not you, Trisha. That's for anyone that, okay. Okay, sorry. Yeah, but I come to your lives too, regardless if it's not this and that. I still love your lives. But anyway, so I just start being good to myself and start loving myself because usually when you have low self-esteem, you don't love yourself. That's the number one thing. You don't love yourself. You don't feel good about yourself. You think everything you do is you're going to fail about it. So this is what I used to do. I used to think everything, I should stay in a little corner of my house and just, well, not at my house, at home when I'm staying with my family and just say, maybe I am stupid. I just say, yeah, I'm stupid. They call me stupid. I am. When I'm getting A's and B's, I'm stupid. Where they do that at? But when you got people telling you this stuff all the time, you think that you are stupid. You think you're not going to get nowhere. You think you're not amazing. You just think the worst of you. Always remember that you are enough. Remember that you are wonderful. You are beautiful. No matter what the world tell you, always remember these things. Don't be bitter with people like I was. I was bitter with the world because of family. Don't be bitter with people. God don't want you to be bitter. No matter what you're going through, always hold your head up high and know that you are enough. Know that you are amazing. Know that you are beautiful. Know that you are wonderful. And I say that in my live stream all the time to let you guys know that there is a you. You are good enough for you. You don't need the world to tell you that you are good enough for you. You should already know that. So when you are going through situations that you don't have no control over, always look to God for strength. Help you with everything you got to go through. That's the only one going to help you. People are not going to help you. People are going to keep talking about you, telling you that you're stupid, dumb, and all this stuff. So be good to yourself. Always pat yourself on the back. Always treat yourself good. Don't tear yourself down like I used to do. Oh, I'm stupid, I'm dumb. Know that I'm not stupid and dumb. How can I be what I am today if I'm stupid or dumb? I had to always think about that today. How am I going to be this and that if I'm stupid and dumb? You got to have knowledge to be that. You got to have knowledge to be this. But I always thought that I was stupid and dumb because my family told me that I was stupid and dumb. When I'm making A's and B's in school and I'm a counselor, but I was stupid and dumb. Where they do that at? What you doing with yourself while you're trying to check out my closet, right? So you have to tell people that. What you doing with yourself? Are you doing great? Are you doing what you got to do in life? Or what are you doing? So ask yourself that. Don't worry about what the world say. We're not going to be able to please the world. I already know that now. I'm going to love me who I am. I don't care if I get fat, skinny, tall, purple, green, whatever. I'm still going to love me. I'm not going to change myself for other people. I got to love who I am already. When you go around changing who you are, and then you're not going to like that again, then you have to change yourself again. You're not going to like that, then you have to change yourself again. You're not going to like that. You're going to keep changing. Don't change who you are. Love you, embrace yourself, love one another. No matter how people talk about you, forgive people, even though that damaged me. My childhood damaged me from the person that I used to be. I used to be a great person, but I was damaged. So love yourself, be good to one another. Smile every day, even though you don't want to smile. Smile any day. Smile every day. Tell the world that you are happy, that you are amazing just the way you are. Don't let the world define you. You just be who you are as a person. What did you say? Hold on. Let me see what you say. Let me see. When you get older, people become insufficient. You only pay attention to the ones that you adore you back. Yep, that's all I pay attention to now, Poetic. That's all I pay attention. I don't pay attention to nobody else, because if I do, it'll make me get into that mode again. So I got to say to myself that I am enough. Sometimes you don't think you're enough, but I am enough. I am enough. Hey Karen, how are you? Thanks for coming in, my love. How you been? Yeah. So being that I was feeling like I was all over the place, even though God had me. God did never leave me. When people, I'm doing awesome. Thanks for coming in this morning. You didn't have to be here, but you did. So I am grateful to have you here. Yeah. But yeah. So always thank God for who you are. Don't worry about being bitter. Don't worry about having low self-esteem, because like I said, I was the number one stunner when it comes to low self-esteem. If you see me today, you wouldn't think I had low self-esteem. Nobody said that. They said, Trisha, you didn't. I was the number one person with the low self-esteem. I mean, I just didn't love myself. People would tell me the most. You're stupid. You're dumb. You're never going to account up to nothing. And I proved everybody wrong. But it comes from family. Usually when you got a family member always telling you that you're dumb and stupid, you grow up with that type of complex. You grow up thinking, maybe I am dumb. Maybe I am stupid. But I always tell you guys, if you are enough, you know you're enough. You don't have to listen to what the world say. Oh, I'm enough. I'm not enough. You are enough. You are living, so you are enough. You are breathing, so you are enough. Don't worry about if the world called you stupid. Don't worry about if the world called you dumb. They're going to say these things about you. But you got to look up to God for strength. When you're going through situations that you don't think you can handle, like I was, you got to go talk to God. Don't talk to people. Talk to God about it. With your self-esteem problem, with being that you don't think that you're enough, and when you know you're enough, talk to God about it. God is the only one going to see you through these situations, not people. People are going to leave you high and dry. They always do. They always like your self-esteem low. They like you to feel bad about yourself, but you got to lift your own self up, because people are not going to lift you up. You got to understand that people are not going to be there for you, even though you want people to be there for you, but they're not. You got to be good to yourself. You got to love yourself. You got to look in that big old mirror that's in your house and say, you know what? I am enough. I am going to make it. I am amazing. And I tell you guys that always in my live stream, because when you're dealing with low self-esteem, you need to hear that. Mostly people don't say that because they don't want you to hear that. I'm here to tell you, if you're dealing with low self-esteem, look in that mirror and say, I am enough. I am amazing. I am wonderful. I am beautiful. I am everything. I am special. I am a child of God. That's what you got to say. No matter what people are going to throw those wrenches at you, throw stones at you, pick those stones up. Don't worry about them. I used to be mad when people throw stones at me. Not real stones. You know what I'm talking about. Just throw stones. That's like people talking bad about you, being mean to you. Family, as again. Pick them up. You're going to win in the end, because when you don't go back and try to get back at them, what they've done to you, they're going to be the loser. You're going to be the one that wins. Always remember that. Helen said, after my last marriage, I chose to be single. I can't trust another man with my heart. Now I'm up in age and been by myself for some long. I don't even know how a relationship feels. Oh, girl, Helen, let me tell you something, Helen. I've been alone now 2.5 years. My husband been dead 2.5 years. August 19 will be 3 years for him. And I've been alone because I don't think that I can deal with men, crazy men anymore. So I'm going to wait on God to send me that magic man from up above, somebody that's gonna really love me for who I am, because it is hard to be loved for who you are, because these days People make your self-esteem go low. Men make you feel like you're nobody. Some of them do. And there's great men out there, just like my husband. He was a great man. But like I said, I don't know if I will ever find a man like that. I'm not going to say never. Let's put it like that. I haven't found him yet. Let's put it like that. But men's will make you feel some type of, hey, Mac, and how, thanks for coming in. Make sure you thumbs up the live stream as you come in. Yeah, so men will make you feel some type of way. But when they make you feel some type of way, keep on going. Don't let people steal your joy, because people are going to come along and steal. Thank you. Blessing to you also. People will come along and steal your joy. But when people do that, keep living. Don't stop living because of people. You keep on going on. Keep on loving who you are. Love yourself first. If you don't love yourself, you can't love nobody else. Stop feeling bad about who you are. Stop trying to change yourself. Because when you try to change yourself, you're dealing with your low self-esteem again. Some men use shaming tactics when you don't want them. Absolutely poetic. So don't worry about the next person. Just love who you are. Be gentle to yourself. Stop tearing yourself up. I used to tear myself up all the time because I didn't like myself. Because family members again told me that I was stupid, that I was dumb. When I am a counselor, but I was dumb. When I was getting A and B, getting F, you hear me? I was getting A's and B's in school, but I was dumb. But they was calling me dumb. But if they see me today, I guess they're gonna still say I'm dumb. But hey, and I start believing these things. When you're so used to hearing that when you're small, when you're childhood, you start believing that when you get older. Maybe I am dumb. Maybe I am stupid. I was hearing that I was stupid. I was dumb. This and that. Dot puzzle. I was hearing it all. And then when I think about it to myself, laying in my bed, I was like, you know what? I can't believe my family did that. But you know what? I overcame that stuff, because if I didn't, I would still have a complex till this day. But I don't have a complex no more. I thank God for that. I speak highly of people. I am a very smart and an intelligent woman. I'm not a dumb woman. Like they said that she's dumb. A counselor can't be dumb. She has to know what she's talking about. She has to be intelligent. She has to talk intelligent. So I talk very intelligent when they want to call me dumb back then. People say that stuff about you, but you can't lose yourself because of what other people say. People are going to talk about you until the day you die. And when you die, guess what? They're still talking about you. Why are you still talking about somebody when they're dead already? So when you're dealing with low self-esteem, go pray to God about it. Even though that person hurted you a long time ago, don't worry about it. Rise above it like I did. I used to be called so much stuff when I was younger from childhood. But you know what? I rise above it. I'm doing great. I'm doing wonderful. I'm a very intelligent, wonderful woman right here. I thank God for who I am today, who my mother made me to be today. So I don't worry about the negative. So because people will bring you down and make you feel like you're nobody when you're awesome. Hey, relaxation. Thanks for coming in. Make sure you thumbs up the live stream for me. Yeah. So don't worry about what the world think about you. The world want to leave you high and dry. The world want to think you're not doing great when you're doing wonderful. Don't worry about the world. We got to love one another. We got to be there for one another when they're falling apart. People don't do that anymore because they like to see you down. They like to see you crying about stuff. People don't want to lift you up. But in my channel here, I lift you up when you're falling apart. In my channel here, I'm going to talk positive to you. In my channel here, I'm going to make you smile when you're crying. That's what my channel is all about. It's about encouraging one another. I've dealt with low self-esteem. I know how it is to feel that you're not nobody. Feel that people calling you types of names. I know how that feels. So that's why I put my channel out here to let you know that you are great. You are wonderful. You are amazing. Know these things. When people tell you that you're not amazing, you better look in that mirror. You better look up to God and tell God, you know what? I am amazing. He want to hear you say that. Don't beat yourself up because people want you to beat yourself up. They want you to think about the past. Don't think about the past. Think about the future. Think about now. Think about this second, this moment, this hour. Not all men are the same. Good guys get treated bad because of the men who treat the females bad. We are the ones who get bashed for them. Yeah, absolutely, that's true. That's absolutely true. To all the ones who just came in, God, good morning to you guys. Oh, thanks, Helen. Yeah, that's true. Frank, I'm not saying nothing about that. It's true. Men get treated bad too. Men got low. Let me tell you something. There's a lot of men that have low self-esteem too. You wouldn't think men have low self-esteem. They do. Because through childhood too, they used to getting bashed in childhood, saying you're stupid, you're fat, you're dumb. All the words they get it done too. It is not right. It's not. So we can't condemn all men. But I just grew up hating men because that's who was bashing me, men. It wasn't the women. It was my family members, and they were men. And I said, you know what? Ugh. And I just grew up with this bitter, bitter feeling in me. I hated everybody. I just hated everybody came along and talked to me. I would always be mean to them. People who don't know your current situation will always use your past. Yes, yes, poetic. They does. You're not supposed to do that. They don't know you from a can of paint, but they think they know everything about you. People think they know me because I'm on my live stream. You don't know nothing about me. You don't know I dealt with low self-esteem. I just told you I dealt with low self-esteem. You wouldn't have knew that till today. Because it looked like I had so much confidence in myself. See, that's why people judge a book before they open it up and read about it. Stop judging me from the outside. You don't know my story. You didn't know I had low self-esteem until I just put it out today. You probably say, oh, she ain't got low. Now you know. Yeah, of course I had low self-esteem. I don't have it now. I was a very, very bitter person. I didn't love myself at all. Nothing about me, nothing of my looks, nothing about me. Everything was downhill for me because I didn't care about myself. Because family, again, got me that way. That's what I'm trying to say. When you got a child, don't talk down to your child. Don't make your child feel horrible. Don't tell your child that she's stupid, ugly, dumb. Don't tell your kids these days. Don't let family members tell your kids that she's stupid, ugly, and dumb. Don't let them feel that way. Because if you let them keep doing that to them, they're going to get a complex later on in life, and they're going to keep on thinking about it. Oh, I am dumb. I am stupid. I'm not going to get nowhere. They're going to keep thinking about what you said when they were younger, and sometimes people commit suicide because of this stuff, because what you done to them. Be careful how you treat your kids. Be careful how you do stuff, because people are looking at you. Your kids are watching you. I was watching my family tearing me down every day, and it made me feel horrible. Yeah, you just don't know. People make you feel horrible. Hold on a minute. Let me plug this back in. Hey, I'm on live stream a long time today, huh? I usually be off at 9 o'clock. Hey, it's real today. The struggle real. I can guarantee you if I ran into someone from the past, they will say, you used to do this or that, like with the new news now online. You know what, Poetic? They probably will. I bet they will. I bet they will. Sunny, how are you? Thanks for coming in. Make sure you thumbs up the live for your sister, Sunny, if you can. Yeah. So always stay amazing. Always look up to God when you need help for strength. Don't look for people here to help you because people want to see you cry. People want to see you miserable. Thank you so much, Sunny. People want to see you miserable. People want to see you sad. But like I said, you would not know today that I had low self-esteem. You would look at me because you were judging me from the outside, right? You don't know how my heart was. You don't know I was hurting. You didn't know I was crying. You didn't know that I even wanted to slit my wrist sometimes. You didn't know these things because what you're looking for is what you see what you see me now looking like, right? Oh, so happy, Coach Tricia. But you didn't know my work. You didn't know my story. Welcome to you too, Sunny. You didn't know my story. Nobody don't know your story. Stop assuming that you know people's story. You don't know nothing about them. You didn't know if I had to try to commit suicide. Did you know all these things? Oh, you know that Trisha looking nice today. She's beautiful. But if you open the book and look at it, other than assuming things about you, you will get to know me. Get to know people before you assume things about them. That's what people do all the time. They assume they know Trisha. Do you really know Trisha? Did you know she had a problem with self-esteem? Did you really know that? No, not until I just opened my book up and read it to you, right? My book was a closed book, but I opened it up and let you guys know a little bit about what I went through, what I try to tell you. If you got a child that's dealing with low self-esteem, don't do that. Let her know that she is living, she is beautiful, she is wonderful, she's not dumb, she's not stupid. Let her know these things while she's living. If you don't, she's going to grow up with a complex. Believe it when I say it. I grew up with a complex. And it still robs me sometime today of things that I want to do in my life. Frank said, it's so sad that so many people judge others without even knowing them. God is the only one who can judge you. Right. God is the only one. But people still judge you. They don't care about what you look like, but they're judging me for what I look like. Oh, Trisha thinks she all that. Only if you know Trisha's story. Trisha don't think she all that. Trisha just Trisha. That's all I ever been is Trisha. I never try to act like I'm better than nobody. I never did that. That's not my problem. My story is encouraging you guys to let you know that God is coming back. Don't be discouraged. Always pat yourself on the back. Know that God is good. God is good all the time, not sometimes. Look in that big mirror on the wall and tell yourself that I am amazing. Tell yourself that you are enough. Even though I didn't feel like I was enough, because I wanted to change myself. I thought I was too skinny, so I gained weight. I thought I was too fat, so I lost weight. Because of my family. And it brings stuff into you. That's why I'm trying to tell you, if you have children, don't do that to your children. You're going to make them horribly. They're going to be all messed up. And it goes to adulthood. So if you got somebody you're telling these mean things to all the time, you got to understand that child going to grow up into adult. And you're going to wonder why they're dealing with mental issues. You wonder why they're dealing with suicide, cutting their wrists, because of what you done to them when they were younger. And they still dealing with that type of stuff. So when you're going through stuff like this, and when you got a child that you want to uplift them all the time, let them know they are enough. Tell them that they are amazing. Tell your children, you hug your children and tell them that you love them. Mostly children that deal with low self-esteem, they don't feel love. Mostly parents don't say, I love you. It's true, Poetic. They don't tell you they love you. They don't tell you nothing like that. So you feel some type of way when you get older. Oh, I wasn't loved by nobody, so I'm going to get with the first person come along and to love me. Maybe that person don't love you, right? But you're going to get with that person because you didn't feel love from your family. So your self-esteem, you got low self-esteem. So you're going to find anybody to give you that love. It could be a drug dealer. It can be a cheater. Anybody. You're going to find it because you didn't get it from nobody. You get to understand these things, people. I know what I'm talking about. I'm not a counselor for nothing. I'm trying to tell you, don't do your children that way. Tell your children that you love them. Don't beat your children up. What I mean, not fighting them, not talking about that. Beating them up, telling them that they're stupid, dumb, and ugly. Hey, the boss. Thank you for coming in. Make sure you thumbs up the live for me, sweetie, if you can. Don't tell them they're dumb. Don't tell them they're crazy. Don't tell them all these things. Tell your children that you love them every day. Tell them that they're amazing. Tell them that they're wonderful. Tell them that there's nothing that you can't do in this world. Don't tell them that they're crazy, they're dumb, they're fat, they're stupid. This stuff right here grows up on a child. It grows into a child. They're going to learn this stuff, and they're going to learn it from you because you taught them all this stuff about dumb, stupid, and ugly. So they're going to grow up thinking that they're dumb, that they're stupid, that nobody loves them. So the first person that they get with, because they didn't feel love with you, they're going to find anybody out there to love them. They don't care who it is, just as long as somebody loves them. So I felt that way. I felt like my family just didn't love me. I know my mother did. Me and my mother's close. It was my siblings. It was my brothers, not my sister. My siblings and my male cousins calling me I'm stupid, dumb, and dumb. How can you be stupid and dumb when you're a counselor? Really? But this was what I was learning a long time ago. But how can I be stupid and dumb and I was getting A's and B's? I didn't get it. But I grew up with this complex because they were telling me that. So my self-esteem went down the hill because she was telling me all the time that I was dumb. So I thought I was dumb. So I grew up saying, well, maybe I am dumb. But how could I be dumb if I was my counselor? But I still thought about that until I met an amazing man. I told you, I married him 11 years and then he died. But he lifted my, made me feel good about myself again. Because I grew up with this complex about, well, maybe I'm stupid and dumb. But he kept trying to tell me, how can you be dumb when you take care of kids? How can you be dumb? But these stuff that I deal with, yes, Sonny, I deal with it on a regular. And you wouldn't know that because I'm opening my book telling you that now. My book stayed closed for a very, very long time. But I want to open up and let you guys know, don't judge me by looking at me thinking that I didn't have low self-esteem because you're looking at me now. You never know what a person is going through because you're judging them for what they look like. Sometimes take a look up, open the book sometime and look at it. I'm opening my book and letting you guys know where I came from. What people called me stupid and dumb. Stupid and dumb. Yeah, I was stupid and dumb. But I'm a counselor. But I was stupid and dumb. God blessed me to be what I am today. But I was stupid and dumb. I was getting A's and B's back there. But my family called me stupid and dumb. Dot to dot puzzle because I got freckles. Everything in the name of Jesus. I'm trying to tell you. And I grew up with this complex thinking I was stupid and dumb. Oh, you fat, you ugly, you skinny. So I changed myself. I started losing weight. Then I didn't like that, so I started gaining weight. So when I got with my husband, I said, "Do I look good enough for you?" So I had this complex from when I was little. So I used to ask my husband, I said, "Do I look good enough to you?" He said, "You're amazing. What are you doing? What are you doing to yourself?" I was just all over the place because people told me I was stupid and dumb. So I had that in the back of my mind that I was stupid and dumb. So I started believing in what people said about me. And so then when I went to school and I became a counselor, started working with children, and then I didn't hear that anymore, and I didn't think about what they said anymore because they couldn't say it anymore because I was never stupid from the beginning, but I thought I was because this is what I was dealing with people telling me that I was stupid and dumb. How can I be stupid? Okay, well, sit down there. I say. Okay, stay right there because you ain't got no clothes on, so stay over there. But I do. Yeah, but you cannot come over here like that. No, that wouldn't be appropriate on here. Go get your bring your tablet. Well, it ain't all the way down. Go play in your room or something until I get off. I'm about to get off in about 15 minutes. Okay, 15 minutes and we'll get something to eat. Okay. I'll go pee. Okay, go ahead. You can go. They can't see you. Yeah. So so I thought about that I was stupid and dumb, and I was just thinking all types of stuff about myself, and I didn't think I would get nowhere in life. So yeah. So yeah, that was my story. So always don't judge people for what they look like. I don't look like I had low self-esteem. You wouldn't even think I had low self-esteem if I never opened that book up today and told you about low self-esteem. You didn't think so. You were like, oh, she cool. She got everything going on. No, it wasn't always going on. No. But I had to get confidence from my husband, letting me know that, hey, you're amazing just the way you are. You are beautiful. I had to get this stuff all reassuring from my husband. But I shouldn't have to get that from him. But this is what I was growing up around. People telling me that I wasn't going to be nothing. And I'm everything now. I got it going on now. And I can pat my own self on the back. Because when the people tell you that when you're stupid and dumb, those are the ones be stupid and dumb. I always remember that. You're not stupid and dumb. They are. They want what you got now. People want what I got right now. I'm a very intelligent young lady right here. Thank you for your great advice. I believe God has me in this season for a reason. Oh, yes, he does. He got you in this season for a reason. Let me tell you something. God doesn't make no mistakes. Always remember that. He will never make no mistake. So being that I am an intelligent young lady today, middle-aged lady today, I thank God for that. Very intelligent. Not only know what I'm doing, I know what I'm talking about. Mostly people don't know what they're talking about. But I'm stupid and dumb. Really? Where they do that at? My family. That's who did that. That's who did that to me. That's who messed me all up. They tried to mess me all up. But I rise above that. I'm amazing. I'm wonderful. I'm beautiful. I'm everything that God wants me to be. So if you're dealing with self-esteem, yeah, I've been through it, sis. If you're dealing with self-esteem, low self-esteem, seek help. Because let me tell you some self-esteem, low self-esteem make you not love yourself. So if you don't love yourself, you can't love nobody else. You can't even love your kids if you don't love yourself. You end up, huh? You can't turn it up. Hold on a minute, guys. We're going to keep on talking here. Hold on. Don't y'all go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. This tablet can't be allowed. It's not charged all the way. I don't know the Giants, but I find that I don't know about that. Sit on the other side, make some cookies or something. Yeah. So yeah, you would never know what somebody's dealing with if you don't open the book up and look at it. So many people judge me for what I look like on the outside. You can't judge people for what they look like on the outside because you'd be amazed. You just got amazed today because you thought I was all together when I'm not all together. Just because I'm in front of you guys talking to you, you do got it going on. The last will come first. You do got it going on. The last will come first. Oh, thank you so much, sis. Yeah, but people always thought that because they were judging me for. Thank you so much, Poetic. They were judging me for what I look like on the outside, but I just opened a book and let you guys know that I had low self-esteem, and I just overcame this low self-esteem probably maybe about the time I met my husband, probably like maybe 9 years ago. I still had this stuff going on in my life. I still couldn't get myself right, but I didn't want my kids to know that I had low self-esteem. I didn't want them to see me with this because I didn't want them to grow up like that. You don't want your kids to grow up with low self-esteem because it's bad. You don't want them to be that. You want them to be better than you. You want them to grow up with confidence. We got not going nowhere where you go. You're not going nowhere where you go. Aww, you never know what people have gone through or going through just by looking. That's what I'm trying to say, boss. Everybody thought I was all together. I'm not all together. I've been through some changes. It took a lot out of me. It's still taking a lot on me, but I have learned to love myself. When you got low self-esteem, you got to learn to love yourself. If you don't love yourself, you can't love nobody else. Yeah. So you can't go by what people look like. So please don't go by what I look like because you don't know my story. People always think they know about me. Let the weak say strong. Yeah, let the weak say I'm strong. Yeah, I'm very strong now. Very strong person. But like I said, like I'm trying to say, if you guys have kids, please talk to your kids. Don't tell them mean stuff because it's gonna live with them till the day they die. And I don't care if they overcome it. If they're bored and if they stressed out about something, all that stuff gonna come back to them. Yes, because kids are cruel these days. So your kids have to be warriors in today's right. So yes, we do. Yes, they do. I'm poetic. Yeah, amen, girl, please. Yeah, you got to let them know now. So I don't want my kids to go through what I went through. I've been through the worst, I mean, of the worst. And if I can tell you, and you know what, I can sit on here all day and tell you my guy's story. You guys probably would cry if I tell you stuff that's went on in my life, in my childhood. Oh my goodness. I've been through the worst, and that's why I cannot wait to get back to doing what I do because it keeps me busy. It keeps me motivated. You know, that's why I come on here all the time and motivate you guys to let you guys know if you're going through depression or low self-esteem, seek help. Don't let your children do the same thing that you've been through. Don't tell them, hey, I've been through it. I'm going to call you stupid and dumb too. Don't do that. Don't follow suits. Mostly people follow suits. What I mean by follow suit, you want to do what your family did to you, so you want to bring it into your family. Don't do that. My mother was a great mom. It wasn't my mom. It wasn't my sister. It was my brothers and my brothers in my family of my cousins. You are a work of art. Yes. Yeah. It was my family. And that's why I said I hated men. That's the ones who did it. It wasn't the women. The women were always comforting me. Oh, it's going to be all right, Trisha. It's going to be all right. But I always had somebody call me, you're dumb. You're so stupid. Look at your face. You got so many freckles on your face. This is what I used to hear all the time. So when I got growing up, I wanted to go get some surgery done to remove the freckles because I said, people talked about it so much. I said, well, maybe they are ugly. And I used to say to myself when I was growing up, maybe I am stupid. When I was in my 20s, I used to say all the time, yeah, I'm so dumb. I am dumb. I look in the mirror, I say, ugh, stupid. These are the things I went through. You wouldn't imagine what I went through. But that's why I teach kids now, counseling kids about because what I went through. That's why I wanted to be a counselor, to teach children about what I went through. It's hard to go through things like this. That's why I became what I became today. To teach children, say, hey, I'm not alone in this. I am here for you. Let's go over your IEP. Let's go and see what we can do about this situation. Let's try to make it right. If you need medication, let's do that. But you know what? I try to take you away from the medication. Let's do something else this way so we can do it this way. So we don't have to. When I deal with children, being that I'm a counselor, when you deal with children, you try not to let them take the medication. I thought I needed medication, but you know what? We don't want to go the route with medication. We want to move to something else first and see how that works. And then you go to the medication. So what I do, we talk about what's going on in their lives first. And then we go to the second step if that person is not doing right. But usually by me talking to that person, getting to them every day, they get to be right. They get to get on the right track. But sometimes people just need to be talking. It's not always good to give a person medication and think it's going to be all right. No. I didn't take no medication, but I just thinking my long time ago. I said, you know what? Maybe I need some medication because I'm all over the place. But no, sometimes you need that person just to talk to you and get you back on track. So that's what I did. I talked to my children before. Like one little girl I'm dealing with right now, her mother said, well, maybe she need medication. See, the mother don't want to deal with her. That's why she want to just drop a pill in her mouth so she can go to sleep at a certain time so she can get out her hair. No, that's not the route to go. The first route to go is you got to get her IEP, number one, and get to start talking to her about her situation, what she's going through, before you take her to some medication. No, that's the last thing that I say do. Don't do that. Talk to them first. Get to know what they're going through. Talk to them about their problem. Ask them about their childhood. That's what we do. We don't want to go straight to medication. Why do people do that when they put a child on medication? Wrong answer. Don't do that. You want to talk to them first. Um, you are a work in progress. Oh, thank you so much, sis. Your greatness, like art. Oh, thank you. Yeah, people only know outside look, not your right. They don't know it. Now people think the freckles are sexy and they're dotting their face. I see it now. I see it, poetic. I see it all the time now. At first, everybody thought it was against the law, but yeah. So we want to take the time to get to know a child. Like me, I got 4 kids right now. Being that I'm not in the school right now, I got 4 children that I go deal with every day. Like I said, a little girl and cut her arm up all the way from the top to the bottom because she said she don't like herself. She's dealing with low self-esteem. So I told her, well, why are you doing that? Because she said nobody likes me. I told her, so we start talking. She started crying my eyes, even though I didn't want to cry with her. I was like, oh, because my heart hurts from kids, and I'm so easy to cry when it comes to somebody. So she's like, because nobody likes me. So she started cutting herself all up from the top to the bottom. Her arm is all cut up. And I was like, wow. So I started bandaging her arm up for her, putting bandage over. And I told her, don't cut yourself up no more. I said, when I come back and see you next week, I want to see all this stuff trying to be healed. I want to look at it. She said, okay, I promise you I won't do that to myself. So she's been doing pretty good. Been doing pretty good. That's why I chose this topic. That's why, because you just don't know my story. You guys think that I'm sitting up here just happy-go-lucky. You don't know what I've been through until you open my book and read it. Sometimes open somebody's book up and read about them before you judge them. You didn't know that I had low self-esteem. By looking at me today, you was like, oh, she all put together. The ones that look like this don't always be put together. They have been through something in life. You got to always remember, when you see somebody all dolled up sometimes, they've been through something in life to keep themselves on track. So I've been through something in life, so I try to keep myself on track right now. That's why I do the job that I do to help other people. That's why I get on here to encourage you guys, to let you know that there is a God, there is somebody that loves you from all that hurt and pain that you've been through, okay? That's why I just wanted to let you guys know that you're not alone in nothing that you do. You make me and others feel better. Just telling your story. Keep up the work. Well done. That's what God gonna say to you, Trisha. Job well done. Oh, thank you so much. Coffee and donut. Aw, you're so simple. Yeah. So I've been through a lot. So don't judge me by looking at me that saying that, oh, Trisha all put together. The ones that's put together, always remember the ones that's put together been through something. I've been through something. You're welcome, Sonny. I've been through a lot. And I'm just letting you know that if you're going through stuff, seek help. Don't stay in a situation that's going to cause you pain down the line. I stayed in this situation. I didn't never talk to nobody about it. I never went to go see a counselor. I just want to do it on my own. So you never know. So that I've been through so much. I just tried to handle it. I didn't even tell my mom what I was going through. Oh, thank you so much, the boss life. I didn't tell my mother what I was going through. I just tried to help on my. I tried to seek help on my own, and it didn't work. And then I started just going crazy, crying all the time, going through this little. That's why I put on that about the bipolar. I thought maybe I was bipolar. I thought I was schizophrenic. I didn't know what was going on because of my family had me so crazy. I was just, oh my goodness. And then I went to school to be what I've been, and then I went to I just started doing a lot of stuff. I was just crazy. I'm just trying to tell you. So don't judge me by what I look like because you may be wrong. So now you guys know my story, and my story ain't so good, but now it's great. It's gravy now because I'm making that gravy now. When my story was horrible back then, when I am the positive person, but I've been through a lot too. Yeah, I'm very positive now. I was very negative, bitter. Oh my goodness, was bitter. One person I see, I would hate men. I would snap at them all the time because I was bitter. Always love yourself. Put yourself first. Always be humble no matter what you do. Stop judging people for what they look like because you'll be amazed. A person is always dolled up. Let me say it again. A person is always dolled up, have been through something. They have a story. And that's my story. You guys have a good day. You love one another. Don't forget to smile and be good to one another. And you have a good day. And I'm about to get off live stream right now because I'm about to cry. So I don't want to cry, so I'm about to get off. But I just wanted you guys to know my story. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.